Yo, what's going on, peoples? What's going on? We back, man. We back. We got another one for y'all today. Sunday night football, Buccaneers Chiefs. Buccaneers Chiefs. So let me set this thing up. Yeah, I know I'm running a little late, a little behind. Apologize about that. Give me 1 second. Hmm. Bang. We got that. Put this here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let me see here. Do that. All right, yeah. So we got Sunday night football going on tonight. Buccaneers Chiefs. Uh, Chiefs is 2-1. I believe the Buccaneers is 2-1 as well. Um, Definitely should be a good one. Both teams coming off of a loss last week, so it's gonna be definitely two teams that are hungry. Two teams that are Super Bowl bound. That don't want to have a back to back loss. So you're definitely gonna have some well played football, two well coached teams, two quarterbacks that's not gonna make the bonehead mistakes, um, two defenses that are elite. So you're gonna have some fireworks in this one, I believe. For me, I got the Chiefs winning. I got the Chiefs winning. 31-28 Chiefs. That's what I got it. Got a 31-28 Chiefs. I got the Chiefs having it at the end towards the end of the game. Going down and kicking the game winning field goal. So before we get started and bring in the game audio, definitely go ahead and like the video, please. Definitely appreciate it if you guys would go ahead and do that for me. Also, too, I'm gonna post a link in the chat. If anybody want to come up and talk, so that way we can keep the live in the chat popping. So definitely let me know. I'll go ahead and pin the message to the top of the chat. All right, so let's post it. Let me see here. Let me see here. I'm not gonna lie, man. I probably should have went live earlier around 4 o'clock for one of the 4 o'clock games, especially that Broncos Raiders game, because that I actually watched it offline and that was a good one, man. The Broncos defense ain't do right by Russell Wilson, and I don't know what's going on with his O line or with his offensive coordinator and his coach. Speaking about that, but Broncos definitely blew a golden opportunity to keep up with the Chiefs and the Chargers in their division. So we'll see how that goes. Raiders got their first win of the season. Um, who else? Who else were we looking at earlier today? Uh, oh man. Who else? Let me see here. Who else was looking at earlier today? Oh my God, I'm drawing the blank. Oh, the Patriots and the Packers. That game went to overtime. Final kick up of overtime. Matt Crosby iced it for the Packers. So let me see here. Let me change all this up. Let's see here. And I'll be over here struggling sometimes, struggle streaming. Set everything up first, all the banners. If you like the video, subscribe. And let me bring the game audio in real quick. Bang.
Right, he kicked for Jacksonville last year, signed this week, and Rashad White is back for the
Let me know how the
Buccaneers.
game audio sound too.
Both teams are 2-1. It's been a good day of football. 9 games decided by one score. Let's see if we have a 10th. Off we go from Tampa. And a couple of these. White's going to bring it back. To the right side, it'll be brought down at 23-yard line. Ball comes out there.
Hey, yo, they fumbled.
The Chiefs is Elijah Lee, and Kansas City has
They fumbled already.
Jack Cochran was down
Wow.
there in coverage. White, the rookie out of Arizona State, losing it, and Elijah
coughing
Lee
that
falls
thing
on
up
it
already.
for Kansas City.
Let's take a look.
Oh yeah, you fumbled.
Oh, definitely out.
Yeah,
no
you
question
fumbled.
about it.
Yeah, you fumbled.
Get the clear recovery. I think you do.
Yep,
right
you
there.
fumbled. That's a terrible way to start. That's a terrible way to start the football game.
Chris Lamons.
A fumble and a kickoff. Terrible way to start.
Right there to recover Elijah Lee, who is one of the better special teams players. It's almost like an extra possession for the Chiefs. They'll start the first and the second half with the ball.
Wow.
They have it at the 21-yard line.
A terrible way to start.
So right away, Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City with a glorious opportunity to get on the board. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is the back.
Terrible way to start a football game.
And Mahomes gives it to his running back, third year out of LSU.
Good run.
He gets about 6 yards, maybe 5 to the 16-yard line for Patrick Mahomes. So fifth year as the starter, his stats very good so far. You get a look at the numbers, the rating that encompasses a lot of the key stats, third in the league through 3 weeks. League MVP 2018, Super Bowl MVP in 2019, then lost the Super Bowl to the Bucs in this stadium the next season.
Second and 5.
Second and 5, Kelsey. A little stroll in motion. And Mahomes throws it
there you go. Touchdown. Travis Kelce already with the touchdown.
On the board.
There you go.
Wow.
Wow. To be down 7-0 already. That's a bad look, man.
Turnover to touchdown.
That's a bad look.
And it's Mahomes to Kelsey one more time.
Watch the move here by Travis Kelce. The little hesitation in front of the linebacker and then the double move against his old nemesis.
Look, man.
Levante David definitely got the better of Kelce in the Super Bowl, and Kelce was talking about it with us, and early returns for Kansas City.
Wow.
So Matthew Wright, who kicked it off, will get his first opportunity to add an extra point. Second year out of UCF, Central Florida. Bucs got off the edge quick, but right at the extra point, and a shocking start and a stunner.
All right, 7-0 Kansas City over Tampa Bay. That is terrible. That's a terrible way to start.
2020, when the Kansas City Chiefs
7-0
played the Bucs
already.
Twice, once in the regular season and once in the Super Bowl, they were 0 for 6 in the red zone. Come right out, get the turnover, get the red zone touchdown. Looked sharp right away.
Exactly.
No surprise either that Andy Reid came out and ran the football. I don't think he was too happy with the way his team and the way his offensive line ran the football a week ago.
And Chris, you talked about the turnover by White on the kickoff return. He has had just one kickoff return thus far this year. Did it a little bit at Arizona State. But the good coverage, and Lamons with the big hit that led 2 plays later to this. What a great start for Patrick Mahomes. He was out early. He was warming up. He was very focused coming into this one. And this team off to a good start. They've been a terrific first drive team. Most points in the league the last 4 years. White gets another shot at it. And runs with determination to the 27-yard line.
It'd have been funny had he fumbled again.
The Tampa Bay offense.
All right, let me see something.
Tom Brady, Michigan.
Leonard Fournette, LSU. Mike Evans, Texas A&M.
Chris Godwin, Penn State.
Julio Jones.
He went to Penn State?
Cameron Brave, Harvard.
I didn't know that.
Donovan Smith, Penn State.
Luke Gedeke, Central Michigan.
Robert Hainsey, Notre Dame.
Shaq Mason, Georgia Tech. Tristan Wirfs, Iowa.
We get a lot of key pieces back for this one on the Tampa offensive side. Most importantly, the left tackle, Donovan Smith, and the 3 wide receivers. Leonard Fournette.
Good run, Leonard.
To the right. He's been busy in the early part of this season and gets.
I think Tampa got all their weapons
for
back.
Brady, it has been a
Julio, Mike Evans,
him, and that's limited
and
the production,
Chris Godwin.
lower numbers than we usually see for Brady, and his offense just 3 touchdowns scored in the first 3 games.
That's crazy. That's hard to believe.
32. Also Gage in motion, second
Play
and
action.
7, and Brady gets it to
Good play.
Fournette. With some blocking
Good play.
in front of him, Leonard Fournette.
And here go
Across
Lenny.
midfield, into the Chiefs secondary.
Here go
to the
Lenny.
44-yard line. A gain for Fournette of 25 yards as a pass catcher.
Going to bring some pressure off the edge here in Harris. Fournette sneaks right past him. Harris knows he's in trouble. Good block out front by Godeke, and off we go. So these two great quarterbacks come out smoking early.
Revving up, and as I said, Brady's got his receiving stars back. Julio Jones.
Yeah, he got everybody back.
Mike Evans, the one-game suspension. That's the matchup. Steve Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinator.
Play
And
action.
Brady, the quarterback. Brady looking sideline. It is complete.
Cameron Brate. Good tackle.
Cameron Brate for a first down.
Another first down. Good tackle, though.
4-yard line. Pickup of 11.
One of the problems that the Buccaneers have had this season is they just have not gotten the kind of production that they're used to getting with Gronk at that tight end position. So maybe decent day by Brate last week, 5 catches in that one. Maybe he's getting back in gear as well.
There are the numbers of the Bucs tight ends. Quick count.
Damn, good defense. They blew that up.
Brought down very quickly.
They blew that up. Good defense.
The rookie back of the first round pick from Purdue comes in to make the play. Loss of 4.
Watch Karlaftis. He's going to see the pullers go out, and he's just going to trail right behind him. Just no way to cut him off. You're talking about a guy with a motor. He just goes and goes. The Energizer Bunny, that guy there, he's going to end up with a lot of sacks on pure hustle plays alone.
2nd and 14. Brady scans and throws.
Good pass. Chris Godwin.
Across the middle, Chris Godwin.
Good pass.
Inside the 30-yard
He
line.
looks sharp.
29-yard line.
Brady got him looking sharp,
early
man. He
in
looks
the
sharp.
opener against Dallas. Made it through the first half. Hurt his hamstring. First time back since then.
Yeah, and when Brady's at his best is when he's able to work the middle of the field. And the guy that works the middle of the field for Tom Brady is that guy right there, Chris Godwin. And, of course, he went out on Dallas. We saw him opening night. Got hurt. Good to have him back in the action again. He makes a big difference, not just receiving, but blocking as well.
The 28-yard line. It is Fournette. Open space. Powering through. Rashad Fenton trying to pull the ball away.
Yeah.
Until
4th
everybody
and
else came
short.
to help him. It's a gain of a couple of yards.
Yeah, like
and on
4th
4th
and
down,
3.
Tampa Bay will kick a field goal. At
Yeah,
least try
kick the
to.
field goal.
Try and suck up.
Steve Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinators, trying to flash the blitz here, and they had a lot of success with getting the ball out quickly to Fournette in space last week.
Yep, it was in zone.
Really nice job that time by Rashad Fenton, tying up the big man until help got there.
Mm-hmm.
3rd year at the Bucs. Former Chiefs kicker Ryan Suckup. 8 of 9 on the season. This from 45 yards.
All right.
And Ryan Suckup gets the Bucs on the board on their opening drive. So each team scores.
Tampa on the board.
Touches the ball. 7-3.
They got to be demoralizing, though.
On the field when you come back.
Got to be demoralizing, though. Fumbling the opening kickoff and giving up 7 points in 19 seconds. That's terrible. That's terrible. But they came back, redeemed themselves, got 3 points on the board, so keep everything calm. But the Kansas City, like, they weren't playing. Kansas City came out like they was trying to go for the kill. So now they get the ball back. Already got 7 points on the board. So we'll see how the Tampa Bay defense actually looks. We'll see how the defense looks. Anybody in the chat, man, go ahead and like the video for me, please. Definitely appreciate it. We're gonna be here for the whole Sunday night football game. Like I stated before, I got the Chiefs winning 31-28 Chiefs. That's my prediction. I got Kansas City having the ball late, driving down the field, kicking the game-winning field goal. So that's what I got, man. I already know Tom Brady and his offense been struggling all year. I think they only scored 3 touchdowns all this season on offense. This is terrible. I don't think it'd be that. I don't think it'd be that bad, but I don't think it'd be enough to actually beat the Chiefs. Little quick commercial break right now. Put it in the chat who y'all got winning this game. Chiefs or Buccaneers? Let me know in the chat. We had some bangers today. We watched the Eagles and the Jaguars earlier today, our 1 o'clock game. Jaguars came out, scored 14 straight points. Then pretty much the Eagles just walked them down from that point on. Trevor Lawrence had 5 turnovers alone himself, 4 lost fumbles, and an interception. It's terrible. It's terrible, man. I don't know. I don't know if his hands are small or he got weak hands, but to have 4 fumbles on a day like that. I know it was raining, but in goodness. Here we go. We back up.
And eats. By New Balance, we got now. And by Progressive, the right call to protect your home and car. From high school prom through high school pictures, a look through the years at Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady growing up. And here they are all grown up. Fun to visit with both of them, both excited, great respect shared from their days in the AFC when the Patriots were meeting the Chiefs, and then on through the 2 meetings, now the 3rd as a Buccaneer and a Chief.
The one thing the Kansas City Chiefs hated, though, going back and watching that Super Bowl tape.
Right.
You could tell it was a gut punch for every single one of them.
The rookie punter out of Georgia, Jake Camarda, kicks. The rookie return man for the Chiefs is Isaiah Pacheco, and they want to see him return one, and he will.
Good kick.
Pacheco trying to get across the 20. He does if he stopped around
22.
21, and that is where the Chiefs offense takes over.
Patrick Mahomes II, Texas Tech.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, LSU. Juju Smith-Schuster, USC. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Lakewood Junior Spartans. Nicole Hartman, Georgia. Travis Kelce, Cleveland Heights, Ohio.
Orlando Brown, Easy Money University. Joe Tooney, North Carolina State. Creed Humphrey, Oklahoma.
Trey Smith, Tennessee.
Andrew Wiley, Eastern Michigan.
This crew is on fire in the opener against Arizona, scored 44 points. They've combined for 44 points in the 2 games after that. From the 21, Mahomes escaping. We see a lot of that with him to Kelce. And we see a lot of that with
Kelce going busy.
First down.
Kelce getting busy.
To the 33-yard line. Gain of a dozen.
Last time Patrick Mahomes was here, he didn't look quite this quick, did he, playing the game? Because this is what Mahomes does so well. He buys time, and then he's looking to throw. But when he played in the Super Bowl, that toe was bothering him, and he just simply could not get away from the Bucs. That
ball arm angle when he passed is
Pass
crazy.
tonight, little sidearm sling to Kelce. Here's another one. Get out to McCole Hartman. Try to use his speed on the edge. Gains 4 or 5
design.
to try and show you can
Good
Devin White
design.
tackle. Let's meet all of the Tampa defense.
Raheem, Nunez, Roches, Belize.
Peter Bell, UW.
William Golston, Detroit Southeastern.
Joe Tryon, Washington.
Devin White, Eli Stables, LSU.
Levante David, Fort Scott Community College. Shaquille Barrett, Colorado State.
Janelle Dean, Auburn.
Antoine Winfield Jr., Minnesota.
Mike Edwards, Kentucky.
Carlton Davis, Auburn.
The secondary's been very good trying to stop Kelce on the edge
Good
here.
run. Good
Levante
run.
David over
Good
to get
play
him, but
calling
too
by
late.
Andy
Kelce
Reid, man.
on fire early here. First down for Kansas City as he's
I mean,
3
he
for 3
working
with
different
targets
types of screens.
tonight.
Andy Reid called him.
fairly conservative approach so far for Todd Bowles defensively. He is Florida strong, but he is so far not bringing the pressure. Notorious for sending a lot of different people from a lot of different levels. We haven't seen Devin White with 3 sacks. We haven't seen Levante David with 1 sack from the linebacker spot, or Antoine Winfield off the edge yet.
He was marked just short of a first down. It's 3rd and inches. The Chiefs want to get the right personnel in there, and Kansas City's going to take a timeout. The ball marked just shy.
I thought he got the
43
first down.
yard
That's what I
line.
thought.
Well, Andy wanted to take a look at that.
Timeout. Kansas City.
All right, so it is 3rd and short for the moment. They'll discuss it. This is looking right down the marker where the first down is. See the knee down, the ball just short.
Yeah, he
so
was
good
short.
call there.
He was short. 3rd and inch. That's a good call by the refs. Good call by the refs. They got it. So let me know how y'all day went today, chat. How y'all day go today? Hope ain't none of y'all had to work. And I hope y'all don't work in this rain out here. It was definitely crazy earlier today. It got so bad, it started leaking in my basement. Should be third and short once they get back from commercial break. My fantasy team's not looking good either, man. I might be going 0-3 this week in all three of my leagues. I was like, no quarterbacks really had a good day today, fantasy football wise anyway. Lamar Jackson didn't have a good day for one of my teams. Who else I got? Kyler Murray had a so-so day. Josh Allen of the league of mine didn't really have a good day. So I guess the weather affected a lot of people as far as fantasy football. I know it affected all three of my teams at least. But let me know how your fantasy football teams went. We had a commercial break right now. Oops. Bang. Little commercial break.
Giants.
Throws it left and makes the catch.
Packers.
And there it is.
It's Sunday morning football. Next Sunday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern.
Giants,
on
Packers.
NFL
That might be a
Network.
good one.
There was no challenge there. We took another look during break. The one we showed you going to break right here was dead on. Left knee down, ball was shy of the yard line, which was the first down.
All right, third and short.
The
they got the heavy package in. They definitely running it.
Is the back. And Kelsey goes with Mahomes. He tried to get away from it.
Oh! It still made a play. It still made a play.
The pressure was there with Carlton Davis, but Mahomes twisted around and a first
Why
down.
he didn't give it to Travis Kelce?
Carlton Davis didn't knock the ball out of Mahomes' hand. Watch this. He's going to swat right at it, pull it down, go into the ground, flip a wobbler out there for a first down. Well, of course he did. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Nice.
What a play.
Nice. Patrick is different,
Thrown
man.
5 passes, completed them all. 3 of them have had some style to them. First down, Mahomes. Now looking, just going to throw it in the dirt here. The Bucs were all over that.
Patrick definitely a lot more disciplined than he was 2 years ago.
It's so difficult to really establish a running game against this Buccaneers defense. So what you have to do is use it almost as a jab, right? You just got to keep throwing the jab out there to make sure that they're still playing tight in there. But so far what we've seen out of the Bucs is they've really been playing the pass almost exclusively in this game.
Yeah, Andy Reid loves to start a game throwing the ball, doesn't he? First few drives. Kelsey again has the ball pulled out as he's pulled
No,
out,
it's incomplete.
and it's recovered by the Bucs, but
That's a good defense.
They're on the field. The ruling is incomplete.
It's not. It's incomplete.
Ruling on the field is an incomplete pass.
That's incomplete. Yeah. He turned upfield, but he ain't had possession.
Let's take a peek.
That's incomplete. Yeah, it's incomplete. He ain't even catch it.
As the NFC Defensive Player of the Month, Devin White, was right on him right away.
Now you're 3rd and long. Let's see if the strategy
Third and
changes.
10.
Here the linebackers all up around the line of
3rd and 10.
Mahomes is talking to Jerick McKinnon, who's the back. His linebackers don't come. Mahomes
Wow. Right to Travis Kelce. Another one. That boy is balling. This boy is balling. Yo, he is balling right now.
So you're going to get the pressure this way, which means these guys have to go that way to cover up, and it's going to create some space out here for Travis Kelce. Anytime that linebacker has to go from the far side in that disguised blitz look, there's always an opportunity, obviously.
Yeah, that's a good pass.
Pacheco now the back.
It's a run.
The tight end with Noah Gray, and they run that way. And here is Pacheco. Strong lower
Good
body.
run.
Pacheco
Good run.
out of Rutgers. Good run.
8-yard gain.
About
Good
8
run.
yards before Levante David ends his journey.
You ever have a conversation with somebody and you feel like they're hiding a little secret from you? And you kind of talk to the Kansas City Chiefs about Pacheco, and they're like, yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah. Is that the same guy that ran 4.38 and weighs 215 pounds? Yeah.
Crazy.
You might have a little chance.
215
But there's always a
pounds.
smile. I really think they believe he has star power.
We got a couple of rookies, Sky Moore and Isaiah Pacheco. First quarter of the season. Now maybe we'll see him more. Juju Smith-Schuster switch sides. Mahomes gets it to Juju.
Juju, why are you going backwards, man? I hate that.
Has been the player of the month in the NFC on defense. He's fast.
Hate
he's
that,
quick,
man.
crisp,
Go
you see him
forward.
everywhere.
Yeah, his mate was in there rushing, and Levante David and Devin White on the back end of that thing in coverage. So these guys pretty interchangeable. As a general rule, you'd rather have David as the defender and Devin White as the rusher, but it's not a general rule.
3rd and 1, Edwards and Lair. Big opening.
Wow.
Secondary.
Wow, that's a good run. That's a good run. He balling right now.
Jamel Dean for a ride.
This offense look real good.
Gain 20 yards, and the Chiefs are back in the red zone.
Interesting play by Joe Tooney here. He's going to come down and get the double team, get tripped up, dive towards the linebacker, Devin White, and get just enough of them. Football ain't always pretty, man. You just got to get the job done. That was a great acquisition, though, Joe Tooney. When they left the Super Bowl, they had to go fix their offensive line, and they went and got Joe Tooney.
From New England, second year here. Operating from the 12, Mahomes bringing it to the left. On the run, slides
Good run.
down a yard short
Good run.
of the first down.
He found out Patrick calling his own number.
Big chunks of yards.
Damn
Speaking
option.
of ex-New England Patriots, Logan Ryan was the one coming towards Mahomes to knock him down.
Watch Joe Tryon Shoyinko. He's the read. And so as Mahomes gets this ball and Shoyinko is flying out of there, that was too easy.
And Kelsey leading the path, too.
That's definitely
pulling
holding.
him along the way.
That's definitely holding.
McKinnon taking the direct snap.
You could see anything down here.
And McKinnon on the give inside Edwards. Hilaire's got the
He's
first
short.
down.
Oh, he got there. Touchdown.
He's in.
Touchdown.
What effort by Clyde Edwards.
Touchdown.
McKinnon took the direct
Touchdown.
snap. One back gives it to another. And the Chiefs have scored touchdowns in their first 2 drives tonight.
And they're going behind their 2 best right there. An outstanding young center and Creed Humphrey, Joe Tooney we just talked about. And the pile just kept moving into the end zone.
Kansas City looking unstoppable right now. They look good.
Face mask involved there.
They look
I'd
good.
love to be on like a Wednesday in Kansas City when Andy Reid presents the red zone plays. There's always some cool wrinkle in there. You
Yeah.
know?
Travis Kelce says best day of the week.
Extra point. And
14-3 Kansas City.
The Kansas City Chiefs are coming out. Look at Mahomes. He is into it.
14-3 Kansas City. They looking good. They looking good. Tom Brady and the crew get back on the field. They definitely got to score a touchdown. You can't trade field goals for touchdowns with these dudes. You got to score a touchdown this time. Excuse me. It's been a long day for me. Little commercial break right now. Yeah. Fantasy team ain't looking too good, unfortunately.
your friends. Now get up to $1,000 back in free bets if you don't win. That's why America's #1 sportsbook is the best place to bet on the NFL. FanDuel. Make every moment more.
Tonight's aerial coverage is brought to you by Geico. Looks beautiful there. It's a 72-degree ideal night here in Tampa. Very different from the weather 6 days ago. This area, as Melissa said, only getting 2 inches of rain. And relatively speaking, not a lot of damage right in the Tampa area proper. So different to our south. Very fortunate here. All right, let's meet the Kansas City defense.
George Karlaftis, Purdue. Derek Nutty, Florida State. Chris Jones, Mississippi State. Frank Clark, Michigan.
Nick Bolton, Frisco Lone Star High School.
Darius Harris, Middle Tennessee State.
Jerry Sneed, Louisiana Tech.
Jalen Watson, Washington State.
Juan Thornhill, Virginia.
Justin Reed, Stan U.
Rashad Fenton, South Carolina.
We just met those DBs. Snead is the
All
only
right,
starter
let's see
who played in the
something, Tom
Super Bowl
Brady.
20 months ago. This Kansas City
No
defense
field
really
goals.
worked in a lot of ways since the last time they were in this stadium. Brady taking over from the 25.
Damn,
at
Chris
4.
Jones in that
Strung
defense
out
is
and
there.
brought down, lost maybe
Damn.
a yard or 2 on that one. You see Chris Jones, he's been around here for a long time.
They have to have special ways to go block him. This time they're going to turn back the center to try and go get him here. But he is going to be the key for the Buccaneers tonight. You have to find a way to contain
He
him.
missed it. He could really
if you're
put
going
hands
to
on
beat
it.
Kansas City. Fantastic player. Great interview. Funny guy. We learned pigs don't sweat. A lot of different things. No more milkshakes.
He's telling all the differences. Of course, he
Second
got
and
the flag
12.
in the game against Indianapolis for mouthing off with Matt Ryan that kept a game-winning drive alive for the Colts.
Damn,
Brady's
drop.
pass for Cameron Brate. That's incomplete.
Third and
Darius
long.
Harris, that linebacker spot.
Third and long.
They're on coverage.
Bad
We've got
spot to
third
be
down
in.
coming up quickly for Tampa.
How about
Third and
Darius
long.
Harris out there? He's sort of the fill-in for Willie Gay, who's been suspended, and he just keeps making plays out there for Kansas City.
And Andy Reid knew he'd be a great player, right?
He didn't even know his name. He was like me when I turned on the tape.
Third and long.
4 games
Third and 12.
for violations of the personal conduct policy for Willie Gay. Third down, Brady throws, going to get it with Gage after the catch, and he's not going to
Fourth
do it.
down.
Goal down. That secondary we
Damn,
talked
3 and
about.
out.
Some good coverage with Jarius Sneed over there and Fenton. And it's a quick 3 and out for the
3 and out.
Buccaneers.
Wow.
Now, they just
Wow.
have to find a way to start working the ball down the field to some extent. I mean, and Mike Evans is that guy. Mike Evans is the guy that is the big
Wow.
play
3
guy.
and
The
out.
rest of them, Godwin underneath, Gage underneath. You know, you might get Cameron Brate a little bit, Julio Jones we haven't seen yet. But they need something to stretch this defense.
Rookie Jake Camarda, the second of 4 punters drafted this year. Sky Moore, the rookie, is back deep to receive.
Good punt.
So look at
Good
that big
punt.
leg with good hang time.
Oh,
50-yard
you had to
kick.
call fair catch.
Back to the 17-yard line by Sky Moore. Long field coming.
All right, so Tom Brady and the Bucs, 3 and out. That is not good. You get your defense right back on the field after they already done got scored on and was on the field for what? I think 12 plays that last drive. Yeah. This is gonna be make or break for this daggone this could be make or break for this defense. They need a lockdown right now. Or if this game gonna get out of hand. Yeah. I'm sorry, chat. I am tired. It's been a long day. Commercials be killing me.
Change the past one leap at a time. Don't miss the new hit series, Quantum Leap. Mondays at 10/9 Central on NBC, and it streams the next day on Peacock. Back here in Tampa, Chiefs 14, Bucs 3. Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, Melissa Stark, and Terry McCauley, three-time Super Bowl referee, our rules expert, with us as well. So 14 allowed already. That's exactly what happened in the Packers game here last week.
Yeah,
A flag
holding.
down, and Edwards-Helaire runs
For illegal
for 3
formation.
yards. Tampa gave up 14 points on the first 2 drives and nothing the rest of the game to Aaron Rodgers and the Packers.
Illegal formation. Offense. Number
Illegal
11,
formation.
Number 87. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
And Bill Vinovich, who's worked a couple of Super Bowls with the call. Marquez Valdez-Scantling covered up Kelce.
And Logan Ryan, the safety who's done such a nice job coming in, sort of the veteran of the bunch, just went off the field. And so now Keanu Neal comes in number 22 as they go to the nickel.
First and 15 after that penalty.
Mahomes to the 13 against the 4-man rush.
Good route. Good juju.
Steeler takes it to
Second
the
and third.
26-yard
Second and
line.
3.
So how are you going to replace the big plays of Tyreek Hill? Well, they brought in Juju Smith-Schuster. They brought in Marquez Valdez-Scantling. It's a different receiving core now.
It is, but I think this is what they miss with Tyreek Hill the most, is his ability to catch short passes and turn them into big plays. Because everybody's playing those soft shell coverages. Even last year it was hard for Tyreek Hill to get behind anybody.
Go. Noah Gray, the tight end.
Second and 2.
Left and Mahomes slinks. He's so good coming to his
Boy,
left.
Kelce is going to work.
To Kelce.
He is going to work.
City, first down.
It was funny to hear Mahomes talking about moving to the left. He's actually more comfortable throwing to the left because he gets his hips out of the way going that way. And he says, when I go to the right, I just throw with all arm. But you can see the little hip whip. Nobody does that better.
Yeah, and you saw Kelce had a motion to the sideline, took himself out as he got twisted around there after that reception. So he's on the bench, final minute of this quarter. Mahomes in the middle again. That time
Good defense.
By Levante
Good
David.
defense.
The athletic training staff talking to Kelce.
That's a big deal. Okay, Tyreek Hill not here, but you can't lose both those guys because last year it was a 2-man game. It really was. Like, we're going to one of those 2 guys most of the time. The one positive, I guess, if there is one, is they've been distributing the ball across the field to many more receivers this year than what they did in the past.
43 seconds left. It is the pitch, Isaiah.
Good run. Good run. Good run. Good run. Third and short.
40-yard line, a couple shy of the first down. We'll see if the Chiefs squeeze one more play in before the end of the quarter.
Tom Brady over there looking for answers, and so far Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes have had all of them. This is a tremendous start to the football game.
Exactly, man. Chiefs look good.
3rd and 2 for the Tampa defense.
Chiefs look good.
Second quarter.
Tampa defense been on the field too long this first quarter.
Call sheet. Great start for the Chiefs. Early turnover on the opening kickoff. And the touchdown drive has them up 14-3 after one quarter. And Sunday Night Football continues from Tampa after these messages.
All right, end of the first quarter. Chiefs up 14-3. 14-3. Chiefs looking real good right now.
The start of football games has been tough for you defensively. How do you keep them out of the end zone?
Well, the start could have been tough, but we should have made the play on the second play. We blew a routine coverage. We just got to buckle down and play situational football and play hard.
And what about offensively? 3 points on the board. How do you get things going?
Got to win on first down. You know, we can't have second and longs and third and longs. We got to do better on first down.
Yeah.
Thanks, Todd.
Yeah.
All right, Melissa, thank you. Thanks to Todd Bowles. Just 2 first downs for the Buccaneers.
That's all it is.
53 yards, quarter controlled by the Chiefs. They start the second with 3rd and 2. Kelsey back in the game. 5 catches in the first quarter. Mahomes taking off, and he will get the first down and move himself to the 48-yard line. So Mahomes keeps it, and then it's first down number 8 on the game for Kansas City.
One of the things they did in the Super Bowl was not spy anybody in the middle of the field. But when you have a 4-man rush, there are going to be 2 wide open lanes. And when it's 3rd and short and you have a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, it's like stealing.
Remember that Super Bowl? The offensive
They're going to mess around
line
with that and score a damn touchdown on this drive.
Really banged up. First down, deep shot down the middle of the field.
Wow. Good catch. Good catch.
The ex-Green Bay Packer on the 30
Damn good catch.
Connection. 3 drives, 3rd trip to the
They're
red zone.
torturing his defense.
One of the problems sometimes when you try and disguise coverages and drop somebody
Is
back
people
late,
get there late.
you can zip somebody right past it.
Exactly.
That's exactly what happened with Marquez Valdez-Scantling. You try to disguise that guy out there playing, and he has to get to that deep safety position, and really you just cannot expect Levante David to run with that guy.
That's what they got him for, right? The speed. And he got down the field quick. From the 16-yard line, Isaiah Pacheco running to the left.
Good run. Good run. Good run.
That is the strength of Pacheco.
7 to 8 yard line is a good
The
run.
initial contact all the way down to the 8-yard line.
One of the guys that probably misses the fewest tackles is Levante David. Watch him shoot through the gap here and think that he has them, but look at that athleticism by Pacheco.
This
that
dude
little,
Pacheco is different.
dry smile that I got, I'm starting to understand.
79 yards already for Kansas City. Kelsey in slow motion.
Oh, he dropped it. Oh, he dropped it.
Along the way, it's incomplete. And 3rd and 2 coming up.
And he dropped it.
Close.
Couldn't tell if Levante David got a hand on that one or not. Let's take a look.
Yeah, no, I mean a little bit.
And then maybe another tip on the back end by Jamel Dean, who's been playing great. Huge play for this Bucs defense. They have to get off the field here.
Yeah, exactly.
Mahomes.
Wow. Kelsey, first down.
To the 2-yard line.
First and goal at the 2.
More than
Torturing
any
these dudes,
first
man.
quarter in his
They
131
torturing him.
NFL regular season games. And that 6th catch has him knocking on the door again.
Yeah, and because they brought the backside, Devin White, to try and get a little pressure on him, it just created too much space in there for Levante David to try and ever cover Travis Kelsey in that space.
And with the yardage he has tonight, 59 yards, he passes Rob Gronkowski, top 5 most receiving yards by a tight end in NFL history.
Nice. First and goal at the 2.
On fire in this first half. Flip it
Oh!
Hit it, couldn't run under it. With a penalty marker down. And it's in the end zone.
Interesting to see if they're going to
Pass
get
interference.
Holding. Defense on 35. Half the distance of
First
goal.
down.
Automatic first down.
They get
First
Jamel
down.
Dean of the Buccaneers.
It had to be one or the other. They were going at it pretty good down there, and I couldn't tell if the official might consider that a pick of some kind. Did not. Considered it a hold on Dean. They're going to try and sneak him out here. So here's all the contact in here.
Yeah,
That was called a hold.
First and goal at the 1. It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. Oh. I was wrong. Second and goal at the 2.
David try to stop this Chiefs momentum.
Mike, we're seeing a lot of this pulling and sort of gap scheme stuff because they've got these three monsters inside here. And so they're blocking down on them and then going around the pack to try and get in the end zone.
73, Nick Allegretti has checked in. He's reported as an
Goal
eligible
line.
receiver. You never know with these guys. From the 2, Mahomes escaping on the move. Mahomes stops, spins.
Wow. 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 This boy Patrick is crazy. Yo, this boy Patrick is crazy. Yo, this boy is special.
Stop it. You're not allowed to play football at this
Yo,
level and toy
this boy
with the
is
guys
special.
on the other team. He looks like the dad playing in the backyard with all the kids and they can't get him on the ground.
Yo,
Watch this.
exactly.
And now he's going to find the receiver stop and the little push pass. Stop it. Stop it.
And again, if any part of your body is hanging there around the line of scrimmage, even if you're a little bit over, you're still considered
that is crazy.
eligible to throw the pass. The flip to
This game
Edwards-Helaire
over.
there.
This game over.
Oh, he did not like watching that Super Bowl tape. You can see it in his
This game is
eyes,
over.
and he has brought his A game out here.
This game
tonight.
over.
Matthew Rice
It's a wrap.
for the extra point.
I don't care what the Bucs do.
3 games,
This
the
game
Tampa
is
Bay
over.
Buccaneers had given up 27 points. They've given up 21 in less than 20 minutes tonight. Patrick Mahomes, center stage, and
This
the
boy
brightest
Patrick
star
is
on the
different.
field in the first half tonight.
Chiefs up 21-3. My estimation, this game is already over. This game is a done deal. Stick a fork in them. Oh man, yeah, this one is a wrap. If there's anybody in the chat that hasn't liked the video yet, I would definitely ask if you guys can go ahead and please like the video. I would definitely appreciate it. Any love and support is definitely needed right now. Definitely trying to build the channel up. You know, make it a family. So go ahead and like the video for me if you could. Oh, they ain't come back yet. My goodness. Oh, you bet. Okay.
Make a $10 donation or more to help those in need. But Tom Brady has been in need of a supporting cast here over the last couple of weeks that's consistent. Let's just look at the wide receivers for a minute. Opening night in Dallas, you had Godwin, who got injured in the game. Julio Jones, same. Mike Evans had 5 catches for 71 yards. Then they go to New Orleans. Evans was ejected from that game. Rashard Perriman came along, but he's inactive tonight. Mike Evans was suspended for that Packer game. Cole Beasley came in, signed midweek. He's active for tonight. Russell Gage had the biggest game. Who's going to answer the call for Tom now? Go out of the backfield, Rashad White. That fumble on the opening kickoff. But this is what they think he can add. It's an 11-yard gain for Rashad White. Chris, that's part of it. It just hasn't been a complete cast for Brady to operate with so far.
Well, and the guy that we thought he was going to be getting the ball to is Mike Evans, but so far very conservative on the back end are the Chiefs. And why not? Now they've got this lead, but
Yeah, exactly.
we were also here
21-3. You ain't got to take no risk
against the Rams. I saw him in the Super Bowl that game. You just don't count this guy out.
The 36 looking deeper down.
Good pass.
There it is, Chris.
Good pass.
And it is Evans.
Good pass.
To the 34-yard line.
Good pass. It's a good pass.
Like you knew it was coming.
Well, you're going to play that split safety. You know it's coming eventually. So they go down the field. And so what do? You put your best. Typically, this might have been Gronkowski. He's not around anymore. So let's send our next big animal down the field and make another great play like that. He is just a fantastic player. And I'll tell you, Tom Brady from the beginning has said that guy is going to be a part of my life forever. He just loves it.
And Evans came over to the sideline, twisting his back as he took that hit. From the 34, Brady underneath.
Cameron Brate. All right. Buck, they moving.
Harvard,
they moving right now.
24-yard line. The Buccaneers offense picking up some pace.
Sometimes you just have to get Brady's attention, right? And all of a sudden he looks up at that board and he goes, okay,
let's go.
Let's forget all this other stuff. Let's just go to work. We've been here before.
In addition to the changing wide receiver core, it's been 3 different starters at left tackle through the start of the season.
First and 10 at the 20, at the 29.
Donovan Smith back in there tonight. Brady goes back to the shotgun. He's pressured, got rid of it. Incomplete in the middle. There's no
I don't know about that
receiver in the area there. Let's see what happens. As Tristan Wirfs, the right tackle, was slow to get up.
He hurt too.
Not even close. Their best offensive lineman out there.
He hurt.
And that would be a tough one to overcome.
He's back in there. He's gone every snap so far. Had a conversation amongst the officials. I don't know if that ball was deflected at all, but there was no eligible receiver where Brady threw it, and he was in the pocket. It is 2nd and 10. He's looking 4. Brady throws to Rashad White again, and White right near the marker.
First down.
13-yard line. Looks like it'll be a first down for Tampa Bay, and they get into the red zone.
It's really good job by the inside slot receiver. I think it was Evans getting vertical there, seeing the man coverage, and then just being able to pick off that backer in man coverage in Nick Bolton. So you'll see Evans get up the field, just distract a little bit, and create some space. Smart players out there.
Bucs' 14th quarter of the season, just their 6th red zone trip.
Definitely wrong.
Brady with time to the end zone.
Oh, good pass. Good catch.
Great catch for the touchdown.
Okay. All right, Mike Evans. He's sitting in that damn zone, man. He getting right in that zone.
End zone stud. And here they go, right down the middle of that split safety look. He knows he's going to get hit. He knows it. He doesn't care. He makes the play. He's one of the great receivers in the game. Brady, a little glance off.
Good pass.
Tremendous
That's a good play
by Evans.
Juan Thornhill laid a lick from that safety position. Mike Evans holds on. Ryan Suckup to tighten this one. 21-10.
21-10 Chiefs.
Tampa. Brady throws his 4th touchdown of the year.
That was a good answer for the Buccaneers. They needed that one. They needed to get that daggone they need to get their daggone their defense some rest. What? What is going on with these commercials? Y'all be watching these commercials they be having on here? Some of these commercials just don't be making no damn sense. Chiefs up 21-10. They get the ball back once commercial break. Once they end commercial break. Tom Brady and Mike Evans connected twice on that drive. Definitely got things rolling for the offense, but their defense got to step up because this dude Patrick Mahomes is playing lights out. He is playing lights out right now.
Now a Miami Dolphin, but what an impact he made. Tyreek Hill with the Kansas City Chiefs, those deep balls, 20-plus yards, 70. Most in the NFL when he was with the Chiefs. So how do you go about replacing those numbers? Well, so far through the first 3 weeks, fifth fewest 20-plus yard balls downfield in the league, so they're spreading it out. A half dozen different players with touchdown catches through 3 weeks. That's the most in the NFL. And on the last drive, 7 different Kansas City Chiefs touched the ball. So it's a different feel to this offense. It's been so good so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. See what the Bucs have to answer. Camarda's kick. And the return with Pacheco across the 20. That bounces to the outside.
Okay.
He gets to the 26
Well, Pacheco is nice.
Melissa.
Mike, Juju Smith-Schuster told me this week, it is awesome to have an offensive minded coach in Andy Reid. He has learned more in these last few months in Kansas City than he did in all 5 years in Pittsburgh.
That's crazy.
He said Reid makes you see the whole field. He answers the why. He gets you to understand how to read defenses. And he said one of the coolest things that Reid does before every game, he says, just let your personality out. He said there's nothing better that a coach could say.
Yeah, Travis Kelce told us that too. That's what keeps it fresh for Andy too.
First and 10.
This is 408th NFL game, regular and postseason combined. Edwards-Helaire, touchdowns on his last 2 touches.
Good run. Good
Clyde
run.
takes it for 7 yards out to the 32-yard line. Very good run to open this 4th drive for Kansas City.
Yeah, and I tell you, they have been running it well enough. Tom Brady over there going, man, that felt good. Just, it looked like a Tom Brady drive again. Like they knew they just had to open it up. But so far, the Kansas City Chiefs have run it well enough to force the Bucs inside to open up some opportunities down the field.
2nd and 3.
10 runs, 74 yards so far. Mahomes incomplete
behind him.
Schuster. He's hanging around the 45-yard line. Well, 3rd down coming up here. Around halfway through this second quarter. We'll see the Chiefs on 3rd down. The struggles they had last week against Indianapolis add to their struggles in the first 2 games.
3rd and short.
3rd and shorts. They've been perfect tonight.
3rd and 3.
Both linebackers up if they choose pressure.
Right to Kelce, blockers
Right
on
to
the side.
Kelce.
First
This
down.
boy Kelce is balling.
He had Justin Watson and Juju Smith-Schuster, 2 big receivers to help clear the path for the big tight end.
You see it all over the league. When these 2 linebackers walk up, it means there's no support from those speedsters on the outside. So many quarterbacks now just raise up and throw it to one of their best and convert the first down as a good catch.
Yeah. 8 targets, 7 catches for Kelce in a quarter and a half. Go. 39.
That's right.
Edwards-Helaire.
That's a whole.
Down.
That's
There's
a
the face
whole.
mask flag coming from the back.
Oh, face mask.
2-yard line. And from the back, the referee Bill Vinovich threw the flag.
That'd have been a horse collar.
Yeah, it's gonna look bad.
Personal foul. Horse collar tackle.
Mm.
Defense number 94. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Break
Right,
somebody's
sir.
neck like
Carl
that, man.
Nassib.
Break somebody's foot. Break their leg like
That's
that,
tough.
man.
We got him on the jersey there, on the nameplate. And pulls him down.
It's the same thing, though, right? You can see why they had to make that rule in that, the face mask yanks you down one way and that did the other way. We saw a lot of injuries come from that. It's a good rule.
And even though it's not inside the shoulder pads, that
First and
nameplate
10.
area and the pull down gets the flag and takes it to the 43-yard line. And here is Isaiah Pacheco, very busy.
This boy is running hard.
9 yards.
He is running hard.
The 7th round of the draft.
I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
I'm not real sure. But that was a nice block on the outside, too. But you're starting to see a running back with confidence. You know, it's usually the lateral movements that show they're starting to get into a game. And it's so hard as a backup running back to come in and run one play and sit out for a quarter and come back. You're starting to see what Pacheco can do with steady carries here.
Second and 1, Smith-Schuster with the motion man. Pacheco from behind by Shaq Barrett.
Zach Barrett got it from the back.
Been to a couple of Pro Bowls, won a couple of Super Bowls. Good player for Tampa off the edge at the start of this season.
Oh, he's their best pass rusher, and you're going to see why here. Watch the speed. They don't even block him. That's how confident they are that they can just run past him. Pacheco can fly, but so can Barrett.
Started with Denver for 4, and then over here with the Buccaneers.
3rd and 1. That's a 3rd and short.
52 yards.
They 5 for 5 tonight.
Run for it.
Wow, I got smashed. You got stuffed.
Keanu Neal, we said Logan Ryan was in and out of the lineup in this first half.
They're going to go for
Neal, the veteran who's been with Atlanta and Dallas last year, comes up with a big play.
They're going to go for it.
One of the great thumpers in all the league. He really is. If he has a strength, that's it right there. Big hitter.
The tight end got there late.
Backwards on the play.
The tight end got there late.
Bucs defense a chance. Now they bring in all the big defensive linemen to try and make a stand.
Randy Reed will eschew the opportunity with a 52-yard field goal attempt
4th
to
and
go
1.
for it on 4th and 1. And Mahomes out of the
Oh, he dropped it.
Can't grab it. He was wide open. Had it drawn up.
All you have to do is catch the damn ball.
Just couldn't squeeze it.
Just catch the damn ball. Wow. All you got to do is catch the damn ball. What a way to screw your quarterback and to screw the drive up. I mean, he just walk in the damn end zone. Just catch the damn ball. They're going running backs. Excuse me. The play was perfect too. Like the play was perfect. I don't understand it. Play was perfect, man. Clyde Edwards-Helaire really screwed them with that one. You got to catch that football, man. 4th and 1. You wide open. Just slow down, put your hands up and catch it. Goodness, another damn commercial. We'll be back.
On USA. Of course, the Glazer family owns Manchester United. And the Manchester Derby, they had a very tough day today. City was up 4-0 at half, 1-6-3. Justin Reed back in the game for Kansas City. Cole Beasley in for the Buccaneers. Lost the football. It's free, and Chris Jones tries to scoop it and has it for Kansas City. L'Jarius Sneed brought the pressure, knocked it out of Brady's hands, and a big turnover for Kansas City.
They sent that blitz. They sent the blitz. Tom ain't see it.
L'Jarius Sneed just going to get there. Tom Brady never sees him.
Never
the
saw him.
skies off the ball, got a running start.
Yeah, he never saw him.
Brady had to pump fake it. The guy who has been so good in the slot comes up with a massive play here just when it really felt like
he cleaned him up nice too.
It switched back to the Buccaneers.
he cleaned him up nice.
Matt Ryan in a 4th down last week. Forced a fumble. They didn't recover that one, but that's his 3rd sack of the year. He had 3 sacks the first couple of years of his career, and Mahomes gets the ball right back in great field position to Edwards-Helaire. What was that? His 3rd touchdown.
Edwards-Helaire wouldn't be on the field if I had a decision.
Now he's got a
bad change.
And Tom's going, I just didn't see it coming off that edge.
Yeah, we know you didn't see him.
See it coming. It was from pretty far out, but L'Jarius Sneed's been doing that. He has been one of the real surprise stars for this Kansas City defense, and playing that slot position has made him so dangerous as a pass rusher.
Sky Moore to the top of the screen, the rookie for the Chiefs from the 17-yard line. Mahomes, he's being chased by Barrett.
He was on his top too.
With everybody covered.
Damn, he was on his top.
So this sudden change situation, getting away with just a field goal out would be really good for Tampa's defense.
And Orlando Brown's in a tough spot here. He's had a few physical ailments this year, and I'll tell you, Shaq Barrett may be gaining momentum over there on that side. Let's see if they leave him there. They do. I think they found the matchup they like.
Jerick McKinnon goes to the top of the screen. 3 tight ends in the game.
Overload that way, too, to the left.
Here is Mahomes. He'll dance out to the left with some space to take off. And lean forward.
3rd and 7. First down. This boy Patrick is special.
Mahomes had enough of an angle to get the ball inside the 10-yard line and make it 1st and goal for Tampa Bay.
The great ones just sense this. When there's a stunt like that and the edge is open, not everybody can. The great ones know by a feel when they're out of position because they're trying to do something fancy on defense, and he burns them on offense.
Bucs changing personnel. Ball touching the 10, so 1st and goal. Pacheco up the middle.
Good run. Good run. Good run.
Hanging on. Finally makes the stop.
Well, Clyde Edwards-Helaire has been doing a good job putting the ball in the end zone. But Andy Reid, the former offensive lineman, he loves to be able to pound the football. And when this team can do both, when they can run it and everything they can do in the passing game, it's just almost unfair.
That 104 yards allowed by Tampa, the most in the first 4 games of this year, not even at halftime. Mahomes going to take a timeout here. It'll be Kansas City's 2nd with 3:04 to go. He's going to let it run down here, and he'll get the timeout now. We're back in 30 seconds after this from AWS.
A game of inches. No, it's a game of millimeters. AWS machine learning and AI cover every angle, streaming 300 million data points in real time because the data tells us all, even 1 millimeter can make all the difference. And if AWS can do that for the NFL, imagine what it could do for your business.
You know, Chris, I'm thinking about the momentum flippers, those few plays that change a game. Opening kickoff fumble, boom, Chiefs score. Here was an opportunity for Tampa. They got the ball back, the 4th down mistake with Edwards-Helaire and Mahomes. and they turn it right back over. And now instead of seeing Brady tighten it up, we might see Mahomes extend it back out to a bigger lead.
Crazy, man.
Ordinarily, Tom Brady is so great at anticipating, seeing the defense, know a blitz is possible. That one he never saw.
Hit in the back.
Oh,
Shovel
the
underneath
shuffle.
to McKinnon. Through the traffic inside.
That's touchdown?
Leading for the goal line. Short.
Short.
Ruled short
Short.
by the line
Short.
judge running in.
Second and third and goal.
Second down, so it'll be third
Few
and
inches.
goal. Levante David trying to keep him out. Let's look.
Tryon Shoyinka here just gets fooled on the one to the flat. Now, does he
No, he was
down there
down.
short of the goal line?
He was
Good
definitely
call.
down.
Very good call from Mark Perlman, the line judge, seeing through all the bodies there to mark it properly. Third and goal.
Oh, no.
Oh, and a snap to
Oh,
Nova
touchdown.
inside as Mahomes
Touchdown.
was diverting attention by pointing over to Kelsey.
Touchdown.
Kansas City touchdown.
Yo, they pulling out all
They
the damn
do
stops.
everything.
This
The
is
diversion
crazy.
with the quarterback, Noah Gray, just
This is
lurking around.
crazy.
To the tight end took the snap and took it in for the score.
They smashing the Bucs.
Watch Antoine
They
Winfield over here
smashing
as
the
he
Bucs.
settles. When Mahomes starts pointing this direction, Winfield's not even looking at the snap of the ball. He has no idea. Noah Gray's going back underneath the center. It's a show. These
That's
guys in the
crazy.
red zone, they're our show.
He was so creative, using different players and different personnel. The tight end from Duke gets the rushing touchdown.
28-10, Kansas City.
Added by
They
Matthew
running
Wright,
it up now.
28-10. Kansas City, and they get the ball to start the second half.
Oh
Huge
my God, I
Bucs
forgot
drive
about that
coming
too.
up. Sunday Night Football brought to you by Hyundai. It's your journey. And by Taco Bell. This is the sixth matchup. We'll look at the first five. The three with New England, Brady against Mahomes, and the last two in this stadium, the regular season matchup, and then the Super Bowl 55 game. And Chris, obviously things have changed with the composition of the two teams, but when you look back at that Super Bowl, you kind of get a sense of when people started to find a way to slow down Tyreek Hill and Kansas City with Mahomes, not in the Super Bowl, but maybe that regular season game where Hill had the unbelievable first quarter.
Yeah, and he just lit them up, and it looked like it was just going to be such a blowout. And after that, you saw Todd Bowles make a switch to much more of those zone defenses. Stayed with
28-10.
and they Kansas City
doing their thing right now.
But right now, we're seeing a healthy Patrick Mahomes back in this stadium, and already he's put more points on the board against this great Tampa Bay defense that they've allowed all year.
Yeah, 27 all year, 28 tonight. Brady will take over at the 25, down to Melissa.
Mike, you saw Tom Brady come out after that last series of the turnover. He came over, sat on the bench for 30 seconds, and then got up and started throwing. Threw about 10 to 15 passes, did not look happy, and kept just grabbing his right arm and then his right upper shoulder. Kept massaging
He getting
his
old,
right
man.
upper
He can't be
shoulder.
taking them hits
Blaine
like
Gabbert,
that.
backup quarterback Blaine Gabbert, was also warming up on the sidelines.
All right, we'll watch it closely.
Oh,
Melissa.
crap.
Good eye down there as Brady was exposed when he took that hit from L'Jarius Sneed. From the 25, was Brady complete. Good on that throw to Chris
Oh,
Godwin
crap.
on the inside. Godwin right around the 32-yard line as we hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa.
Tom Brady come out this game, man. It's gonna be a world of crap. It's gonna be a world of crap. They gotta come out this game. Tom Brady come out this game, we ending the stream. That's it, man. Game over. We ending the stream if Tom come out this game.
Take a closer look at the Mahomes magic we're all witnessing in the first half and why Travis Kelce has been way too much for the Bucs. Mike?
All right, Maria, thank you. Good to have you and Tony here in Tampa with us, joining Rodney and Jack Collinsworth on Football Night. Maria's terrific sit-down with Patrick Mahomes. You can check that out online if you missed it during Football Night in America. 2 minutes left, 2nd and 2 for Brady and the Buccaneers, down 18. For the pattern, Fournette picked up the pressure. The pass is incomplete. Again, trying to get it to Chris Godwin.
Steve Spagnuolo really mixing it up on the other side, calling a great game so far, and that guy's playing a great game so far in Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, exactly.
The guy sitting next to him, Matt Nagy, the former Bears coach, is back with Andy Reid.
Absolutely, and there's Spagnuolo, and that combination right there, you got to think, has added a little lift even to this offense, right? If you've got a guy who's a head coach in this league now is helping your guy design plays, that ain't all bad.
Yes, it is. One timeout left. They bring pressure. Brady gets it out quickly.
Oh, okay. He got there. He got there. He got there.
Good play by Cameron Brate. First down. Keep this drive going. $1:45 left. On the conversion, Brady on the ball. Quick throw in the middle of the field.
What the hell was that?
Covered all the way down the field. L'Jarius Sneed would not let him get to the middle. Incomplete.
Yeah, unlike Mike Evans, who can
They
kind
don't
of
score
plow
here,
his
man.
way
It's-
into the
it's-
middle of the
it's
field
gonna
with
be
his
ugly.
size. It just wasn't.
They got to
quite
score
that
here.
for Godwin.
Got to score here, Tom. That's false start, ain't it?
35. Here is Brady's throw. Good traffic break, but knocked down by his own man and is shaken up.
Look like he
He's slow
hurt.
to get up, shy of a first down here.
He
And
definitely
Brake will
hurt.
come over to the sideline after that hit. They checked on. Fournette on the carry.
Wasn't his man on the?
Down as Fournette
Yeah, his man was still on the field.
midfield.
12 men on the field. Tom
Brake
never
was
looked.
running off the field. I don't know if he got off the field.
Yeah, I don't know if he did or not either.
Tom never looked.
Flag was thrown by the umpire next to the referee.
Here he comes.
Tom never
man.
looked.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat third
And
down.
Tom never looked.
He took a big hit. You know, you can just stay down for the injury. It would cost you a timeout, but they have 3. And as I said, he took it from his own man. It was the hit from Godwin as he was coming across the field.
Tom never looked to make sure he came off the field.
I thought we might get a stoppage there, to be perfectly honest. And then as Brate tried to make his way off the field, he just was trying to go as fast as he could, but couldn't.
And Bill Vinovich says, send him back from the line of scrimmage here for a second. He's in conversation with Andy Reid. He's trying to figure out what was going on with the administration of that flag there. And push the Buccaneers back to 3rd and more than 5 because they were shy of the first down. It was 3rd and less than a yard, so it should be 3rd and 5+ at this point. Also, it looked like it was an offside on the play with Frank Clark. That's the second part of this play, and they're showing that on the big screen here as well. And Chris Jones in the neutral zone, which he always is, it feels like. Frank Clark going offside. They showed it on the
3rd
big
and
screen.
5.
Fans react, but that's not going to be called after the fact. All right, so it's 3rd and 5-ish. Because they were shy of that first down on the catch.
Same zone again.
And Brady underneath Julio Jones.
Julio.
First down. First target for Julio Jones. Long
First
time
down.
with the Falcons last year at Tennessee. Out of the lineup after week 1. And back here tonight.
Evans with a possible one-on-one chance here.
Brady in the middle. Godwin's got it right around
pass,
the
good
40-yard
catch.
line. And Tampa's going to use the first of their 3 timeouts with 46 seconds remaining.
Man, with the way they're blitzing, I wonder if they knew
First
that
timeout.
Brady was a little dinged himself.
Tampa. 30 seconds timeout.
Timeout, 46 seconds, still have time.
All right, 30-second timeout. Buccaneers, they driving. They looking good. Especially when you're sitting in the zone, man. Brady going to pick that zone apart all day, every day.
So we're getting that house.
They said 30 seconds. What's all this?
Mustache on players' faces when they're asleep.
Coach Reed, you don't need to get that personal to get the State Farm personal price plan. It helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Oh,
Coach, it happened again.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Call or click to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Shamrock Series, Las Vegas. What a setup it'll be. Going to be a pretty interesting mix of fans. BYU, Notre Dame, Saturday night prime time. Jack Collinsworth, Jason Garrett will have it for you. 7:30.
Notre Dame is trash now.
Streaming on Peacock as well.
The team is
Church of
terrible.
Latter-day Saints, BYU, the Catholics, Notre Dame in Sin City. What else could go wrong? Byron Leftwich, the offensive coordinator, trying to find the answers here for the Bucs. 1st and 10 for Brady in Tampa.
Evans again. Oh, here he comes, the safety back.
The 41.
They going deep.
Throws to Brady.
He overthrew him.
Get to it. Cameron Brate came back in the game. Didn't
He
go into the
overthrew
medical
him.
tent, not checked out. Assumed he was okay when they checked him on the sidelines. Back in the game after that hit.
Boy, you don't see Tom Brady miss one that open very often. That was, by his standards, very easy.
The 41, here comes the
Sending
pressure.
the blitz.
Brady slides, gets it to
Right to Fournette.
Leonard Fournette takes it very close to the first down. It's Frank Clark and Brian Cook, the rookie, pull him down. It is going to be, we have an injured player for the Chiefs back at midfield, so that'll stop the clock. It'll cost Kansas City their final
Come on,
timeout.
Justin Reed. This is the second time you've been
needs some
hurt.
medical attention.
One of my favorite things that this team does, when this all-out blitz comes, instead of Fournette trying to block somebody,
He just
they
leak out.
sneak him out, and they have been making play after play this season in that situation. That time they ended up going against Frank Clark. That's a
Yeah,
mismatch.
back hurt.
And another big play.
Fournette catch number 3 on the night, 35 yards. He and the entire running game have been completely shut down. It's a nice hand for Reed as he comes off. And Chris, we talked about Tampa wanting to get a running game going here a little bit, get some balance and offense. They've fallen behind early. They've abandoned the run game. 3 carries, -3 yards for Fournette. That's it. Nobody else.
Yeah, it's tough, you know, and right now Kansas City is really sending some pressure after Tom Brady. I think maybe they thought they may have impacted him as well with that hit
3rd and inches.
on the previous series. So far, these corners are holding up okay. Jalen Watson over there, a young man drafted in the 7th round. They're showing pressure again. We'll see.
3rd and inches.
Red Giant. Hey, no, 66. 66. 32's my gun.
Brady adjusts the play
Man,
against
they
the
sending some
pressure. He
heat.
scans, comes back to Evans.
This goal, Mike Evans is going crazy. This goal, Mike Evans going in.
Bucs in the red zone, 22 seconds.
Tom Brady looked right at the rookie. Jalen Watson didn't like it, came back and found something he liked better.
The 16. Brady in the pocket throws to
That's
the
pass
end zone.
interference.
Incomplete for Brady for the
Yes,
flag.
pass interference. I saw that. I
It
saw
will take
that.
the Buccaneers
That's
down
pass
near the
interference
goal line.
all day.
Pass interference. Defense number 22. The foul occurred in the end zone. The ball was placed at the 1 yard line. Automatic first down.
Yeah, grab that hip and turn it. That's an easy one. Bucks plenty of time, right? With 2 timeouts, 18 seconds. No worry there.
Anything you'd like here, play call wise. From the 1. Heavy to the right.
Damn.
Fake over the top for Brady.
Oh, good defense.
Doesn't hold it.
Good defense.
And Brian Cook, the second round pick out of
Good
Cincinnati,
defense.
comes up
Knocked
with
it
a big
right
play
out.
on the
Good
back
defense.
Oh, what a nice play there by Brian Cook. That ball was
Exactly.
going to be caught, and he just split the arms of Brady.
I think of that Cincinnati defense, which was so good last year in college football. Luke Fickell, those DBs did a terrific job. And you see some of Cook's excellent fundamentals there. Second and go. Out of the gun. Brady looking. Evans.
Good catch. God, dang, that boy Evans is going crazy. I mean, can't do nothing with it. They had the score right there. They had the score right there.
His second on the night.
Pretty simple formula. Rookie out there to the right against
They had the
Mike
score right
Evans.
there.
They're going to bring the motion. You see the defender go with him, and there was no doubt where Tom Brady
Damn.
was going with that
Perfect
ball.
pass.
Just one-on-one against a rookie who is replacing
Perfect
another
pass.
rookie in Trent McDuffie. That was almost 99% where that ball was going to go.
Ryan Sucker. Nice scoring first half.
All right, 28-17, Kansas City. So they're not totally dead yet.
12 of them. Mike Evans. Number 13, second of the night.
Oh, this boy Evans going
Back in
crazy.
30 seconds.
He ain't no 30 seconds, man. He need to stop lying to us. He need to stop lying. There ain't no damn 30 seconds. Cut that out. All right, so they're not totally dead yet, but they making it. They making it a game though. They're gonna keep us around for the rest of the night. This boy Mike Evans is going crazy.
Very interesting first half here in Tampa. Kansas City on top right from the start. And the guys on the front of the marquee have lived up to the billing in the first 30 minutes.
Fun to watch, isn't it?
Yep.
When you see guys playing at this level and throw in Kelsey and Mike Evans as well. And really good stuff.
Jake Camarda is going to kick it to Isaiah Pacheco. Kansas City is going to get the ball to start in the third quarter. So we'll see if Pacheco tries to do something in the return game here. Up the numbers, Pacheco.
Stop.
Past the kicker.
Stop.
Camarda,
Stop.
Just enough of them to knock him
Wow.
down the 41-yard line. Camarda is a good athlete, runs a 4.56 40, and that factors in his ability to be the last line of defense and coverage.
This might have been a touchdown.
Yeah, had he not tripped him up.
Maybe Rick could have gotten there. Ooh, big play by a kicker.
So what do you do with 4 seconds left? Do you throw it up there for grabs? Right?
Well, we saw last week there was a little dispute in Kansas
That's right,
City.
right.
So we'll see what kind of influence young Patrick has on the play call.
If you can get him out on the move,
He's
got a
definitely
chance
throwing the
to
Hail
go
Mary.
deep and get it close. 3 Bucs defenders back 50 yards from the line of scrimmage, but Mahomes cannot get free at all. He is flung down for the sack.
All right, so they give up the
Nassib
sack.
Nelson got around him.
All right, so halftime, family, halftime. 28-17 Buccaneers. Mike Evans going crazy. Patrick Mahomes is insane. Buccaneers defense definitely got to step up in the second half if they want to make it. They want to be even competitive, since Chiefs got the Chiefs get the ball coming out at halftime. So we definitely want to see how everything works out with them guys as far as their offense, see if they make any adjustments to put even more points on the board. But we'll be back for halftime. Take a little halftime break, 10-15 minutes. I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right.
back in here at Raymond James Stadium on this 72-degree night. No return, a touchback, and we go down to Melissa.
Had to get me a late dinner
Right.
popping,
Chiefs head
man.
coach Andy Reid told us this week that he thought
Sorry.
this Bucs defense was better than the defense that beat them in the Super Bowl. So I asked, what are you doing to exploit them? And he laughed and said, I can't tell you that. Said, no, we're just executing exactly according to plan. And I had to ask him about the Chiefs' third touchdown, Patrick Mahomes' flip to Edwards-Helaire, and he smiled and said, that was pretty incredible. That's not one we drew up.
Well, that's Mahomes, and that's Andy combined there. Thanks, Melissa.
Good
Here's the
pass.
first throw, and right on time, it's Sky Moore. 15 yards for the rookie out of Western Michigan.
That's a good pass.
Well, that was almost a boring arm angle. When you're talking about Patrick Mahomes, if he's not going sidearm or underhand or between his legs or doing the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hook shot, you go, that doesn't even count. The entire first half belonged to Patrick Mahomes.
The 40-yard line.
Good line.
Inside run with Clyde Edwards.
Good line.
It's been a good running
Good
half
line.
for the Chiefs to take it out to the 48-yard line. It's 8 yards relatively easily for Kansas City on the ground.
Yeah, and we talked about their success on the ground, 5.5 yards per run play in that first half against a defense known for its ability to stop the run. That and the great majority of the pass plays in the middle of the field, in that linebacker area, not really trying much of anything outside against these corners.
48-yard line. Edwards-Helaire again with space.
First
on the line of
down.
scrimmage. You have the first down. Look out, Sky Moore. You got bent backwards there. Good to see the second-round pick out of Western Michigan get up and head back to the huddle.
If there's anybody on earth that can make an arm tackle, it's Vita Vea. This big guy in the middle of the field can run, he can move, he has a pass rush presence, and the way he moves down the field is it's hard to describe.
Hey, let's go. Blood.
But that 3 by Kelsey look. 3 to one side, Kelsey to the other.
From the 49, Mahomes pumps it. Just get rid of that one. And it's incomplete. See Vita Vea waving incomplete there. He dropped back in coverage a little bit last week. And I talked to Lo Locust, one of the assistant defensive line coaches of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers before the game. And she told me, working with Vita Vea, said, he's got a pretty good arm, too. He keeps trying to negotiate to get in there and throw a pass at some point. He's a terrific athlete. And Lo talks about him being one of the leaders in that defensive line group.
I tell you, when you see a guy that size dropping into coverage, it will change my thoughts on which route I was running.
Forced to fumble down there by the goal line last week. 2nd and 10, and Mahomes fires
what was that?
Juju Smith-Schuster covered by Antoine Whitfield. Here comes a big third down after the pressure by Devin White.
Yeah, and now we might see a little bit more of that. You got Vita Vea inside, and Devin White's going to come zipping right off his edge and got a clean shot that time against Mahomes. I think Todd Bowles has seen just about enough of that magic show in the first half.
The Bulls likes the blitz, right? The problem is Mahomes kills your blitz usually.
Yeah, usually. But whatever that was in the first half, they want to try something different. Here comes a bit of a man coverage looking like because Levante David walked out.
4 come, White late. They send it to Juju. He's got blockers. And Smith-Schuster off to the races to the 30-yard line. First down and a gain of 19 is Juju Smith-Schuster.
Good play. Andy Reid dialing it up.
His 4th of the night.
So why do they do all that motion? They do that so that they end up knowing that it's man coverage. And then all you have to do is block the guy out there in that man coverage. That time it was Joe Tooney who's going to come out and end up blocking Carlton Davis on the play because it's just one-on-one. And now you're sprinting down the field.
Isaiah Pacheco, the back from the 30-yard line. Mahomes,
Good pass.
sidearm sling, incomplete.
You got to
Noah
catch that.
Gray, who had the rushing touchdown, couldn't bring it in. So that last completion took Patrick Mahomes over 20,000 yards for his career. And if you look at NFL history to get there, this is his 67th game. Matthew Stafford then with Detroit did it in 71 games. So Mahomes by 4 is bettering the fastest 20K.
As a fan of the game, I want to A little round of applause. He's amazing.
Yeah.
Honestly, sometimes you just have to take a pause and go, that is an amazing start to a career.
Pacheco looking inside. He'll spin for 4. 36 coming up. And Chris, Melissa talked about it with Andy Reid in the comments. You know, you can draw plays, and Andy's the most creative of play designers, but Mahomes brings him to life. You can defend everything, but he'll be the biggest eraser on the field and beat you with those flips and sidearms and all the stuff he does.
But give Andy credit. He puts him in space to be able to do that too, right? You want to design basic plays, but you also want that creativity of your quarterback in play, and Andy understands both.
36 here. Pressure by Triumph Shoyinka. To that open space goes Mahomes, flipping towards Stein.
Oh!
Good recognition
Good
by
defense.
Mike Edwards. He saw that was coming. He took off, and Mahomes, the hat on the head for Devin White, who was chasing him all the way to the sideline.
First time I've seen it tonight. The spy inside, and yet he's going to wait for Patrick Mahomes. They're not going to give him that free run up the field. Watch him just sit there, and now it's a race. And Devin White can absolutely fly, and Mahomes forced to throw it away.
All right.
So here's Matthew Wright from 44. Kicked with Jacksonville. Kicked well last year for the Jaguars. 21 of 24. 44 yards. And his first field goal attempt as a Kansas City Chief is a good one. Another drive that ends in points for Kansas City. Up 14 in Tampa.
All right, Chiefs with the field goal after coming out of halftime. Not too bad. Buccaneers defense definitely stepped up, made a few adjustments. As you heard, they got the spy on him now, so they don't want to give him free reign. So, you know, he got 3 points, 31-17 Tampa Bay. Chiefs winning 31-17. Commercial break. Chiefs just kicked the field goal, so
Let's see what fighting looks like in our marriage.
Bring it on.
Say a prayer for Blake Shelton.
Stop pushing your button when I push my button.
All right now.
This is not going good.
The critics are calling La Brea an epic adventure and exhilarating. So don't miss an all-new episode of this hit show. It is La Brea. It is Tuesday at 9, 8 Central on NBC, and it streams the next day on Peacock. 31-17, opening drive, field goal to begin the second half. Now Matthew Wright kicks it. It'll be a touchback. Tom Brady will take over at the 25.
We talk about Patrick Mahomes, his ability to move around and make plays. Tom Brady, quite the opposite, inside that tackle box and just picking apart this defense. And once they started pushing the ball down the field, that's when Brady was at his best. And, of course, Mike Evans so brilliant on the other end of all those plays. But it was as soon as Brady started forcing the ball down the middle of that too deep zone in the back.
All right, Brady.
Opening up
You need a
this
touchdown right now.
After 21 straight pass plays to end the first half, another pass play. Brady spins, launches downfield, and it's incomplete as he eluded the sack and tried to get it to Julio Jones. The pressure came from Rashad Fenton as the dial-up continues for defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo.
And Tom said, all right, Patrick, I'm going to up the ante here. You do a little spin move here, no problem. I've got one myself.
He just throwing
Tom's
stuff.
thinking, let me get rid of this as soon as I can.
Tom just throwing. Tom just throwing ish out there.
Going quick here from the 25. Brady in the inside again, like Chris mentioned. And it's Chris Godwin who carries the Chiefs' bodies.
First down
across the 35. This is a Tampa offense that have been averaging 17 points a game in the first three. I know they're down, but that was the best offensive half they've had all year.
Yeah, and you just get the feeling sometimes, when you get behind in a basketball game and you want Steph Curry to just keep shooting, and he's going to get in a rhythm, that's what it feels like.
Chris Jones gets to Brady.
Chris Jones was on his top.
Incomplete. Brady's looking back for a call or something. Chris Jones just got to him quickly. They have just stopped running the ball. -3 rushing yards the first half. That's the fewest by the team in any start of Brady's entire career.
Chris Jones, let's say he pushes the line of scrimmage
He
on
beat that
occasion
ball like a damn
when
drum.
you see it, and then I guarantee he didn't say anything to Tom afterwards.
They rushed the ball
Last
3
week
times
against
again.
Indianapolis, kept the Colts game-winning drive alive.
Tom gonna throw his arm out. Good pass. Good pass. Oh, did he catch it?
Right around the 40-yard line. And here we are in
Third and 10.
and long again. Jalen Watson the coverage.
I'll tell you, I've been really impressed, though, with this Jalen Watson. Watch how Brady does this throw, though. When he gets his feet set, he takes that big, wide stance, but then he's not striding into the throw. So it just even adds to how quickly that ball comes out of his hand.
25 consecutive pass plays, the longest of Brady's incredibly long career. And here's 26 in a row. Brady throwing in.
Another drop.
As Godwin could not bring it down.
Third and 10.
Good coverage. That time it was Juan Thornhill. And the Buccaneers, after a first down, will punch it away.
Third and long.
Did you hear all the communicating going on at the line of scrimmage that time with Tom Brady? I think what he was doing was saying, this guy is going to blitz. Lenny, get over there, pick him up. And Lenny did. So that's what happens at the line of scrimmage when you have veteran players, and it's one of the reasons that Tom Brady is very slow to bring young players into the offense.
Last punt by Jake Camarda. His hang time was 5.4 seconds. This was not the same.
Terrible
the
punt.
Consistency of a rookie punter. Sometimes they give you everything. Great
It's a
kick.
terrible
hang time. Sometimes they'll foul it off. The ball will be marked at the 35-yard line. It's a 30-yard punt.
All right, so I don't know what Brady and them was doing, but they might have played themselves. You got to score points, man. Got to score points. Got to help your defense out. Let's see here. Bang, bang. Let's go to analytics. Close this out. Oh, man.
Monday Night Football is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. By T-Mobile, more 5G bars in more places. And by Chipotle, real ingredients, real flavor. Chipotle for real. Center court at Wimbledon, to the PGA Championship at Valhalla. We saw some images of greats of one generation against greats of the next generation. We're seeing that tonight with Brady and Mahomes, and we're seeing in the red zone a different story than we saw in Super Bowl 55 in this stadium 20 months ago. Clyde Edwards-Helaire was
Short little run, 2-yard gain, not too bad.
Mike, I asked Mahomes if this was a payback game, and he thought about it for a while, and he said, yes, but it's more of a getting our season back on track game. He said, I think this is the best defense in the league, so it's a huge test for us. And he said, I really want to win here because he remembers the fans post-Super Bowl going crazy, packing the streets, and he said that hurt. He doesn't want them celebrating again tonight.
Of course, that Super Bowl was here. The Buccaneers playing at home, much like the Rams did in the last Super Bowl.
Good pass.
Smith-Schuster, the catch
Good
here.
pass.
And he'll have the first down with forward progress across the 45-yard line. Mahomes 17 of 28 passing here tonight. So you got this game against the Buccaneers, and you go back to that Super Bowl. And that Super Bowl was so odd. Again, go back. That offensive line was so compromised with injury, and so was Mahomes with the toe injury.
Yeah, I think what they did after that, they ended up picking up Orlando Brown, Joe Tooney, Creed Humphrey, and Trey Smith. So big changes after that game.
Pacheco.
Good run. He running hard.
Rookie loses his helmet on that gain of 4.
He running hard.
His forward progress is stopped just shy.
Yeah, I like him.
Of midfield.
He running
You know how
hard.
they say competition's a really good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of feeling that a little bit tonight. What Pacheco has done so far in this game, as soon as Clyde Edwards-Helaire comes in, he looks like he's a little energized as well. So I think these two guys are pushing each other.
Backfield rotation. They have Ronald Jones, who, of course, is with the Buccaneers, but he has been inactive, a healthy scratch, to use the hockey term, for the first 4 games.
2nd and 7.
Juju, shot
Wow.
down the sideline, brought in.
Valdez-Scantling. That's a good play.
To the 25.
That's a good play.
The eyes and play design for Kansas City. Gain of 25.
It happens all the time to guys when they think they know what the play is, and they've been hitting so many of those wide receiver screens, and then guys just react up. That time Winfield thought he knew what was coming. He was going to jump that little move to the outside by Juju, and that time they hit the swing down the boundary that they missed in the first half.
Second one for the man they called MVS in Green Bay.
All right, first down.
He's got a lot of speed if they can start to incorporate it.
Mahomes, cool in that pocket. End zone shot.
It ain't pass interference.
You see the tangled feet.
It's
with
not
Watson
pass
back there.
interference.
Justin Watson, the intended receiver. Mahomes asking why tangled feet is not pass interference. We'll see what happens.
Oh, my goodness. They missed a layup touchdown. This is the old Tyreek Hill play across the face of the free safety. There was nobody there.
Oh.
Walk-in touchdown.
Oh.
Never looked that way.
He never looked.
That'd have been Tyreek who'd have been looking that way.
Yo, exactly. He never looked.
2nd and 10. Little flip. Edwards-Helaire.
Good run. Oh, good hit. Good hit.
Keanu Neal comes with that punishing hit at the 21-yard
4-yard
line.
gain.
Bring up 3rd and 5 as we get to the halfway point in the third. Pair of 2-1 teams. Winner will be atop their division at the end of the night.
The guy who's in charge of stirring up the crowd to help the defense is on it because this is a big, big play right here.
You scoreboard guy?
Yeah, scoreboard guy. He's on this one.
He asks for louder and gets it.
3rd and 5.
Mahomes out of the pocket and on the run. Skymore inside the 10.
First down. First and goal.
Carlton Davis trying to pull it away from
This
him
offense
before.
is good,
Keep going.
man.
The rookie gives
They
the Chiefs
dialing
first
it
and
up.
goal.
Is this the first time we've ever used Sky Cam to cover Sky? I'm not sure. But here
Bang
goes
route.
Sky Moore
Bang
on the
route.
outside, and I can remember watching that young man as we were getting ready for the draft and thinking he reminds me so much of the old Danny Amendola and Julian Edelman and those guys that used to play for the Patriots. Tough, physical inside, good player.
You're sitting on that all day, huh?
Oh,
yeah, of course. First and goal from the 5. Mahomes, Juju crossing, can't get it to him as he's brought down.
All right, they finally got to him.
There's pressure from Anthony Nelson.
They
out of
finally got to
Iowa.
him.
As his reserve defensive linemen get in there. A couple of sacks this year for the fourth-year man.
Yeah, and Anthony Nelson, 5 sacks last year, but watch Orlando Brown. There's something just not quite right. Oh, I see
Why
what
was
he
he
did. He
reaching?
tried to jump out of the stance and go get him, and Nelson
Why he do
just
that?
beat him to the spot.
Why you do that?
Important for the Buccaneers to hold the Chiefs to 3 here.
Good pass.
To the goal line and in for the touchdown.
They
Fortson.
damn.
Everybody's getting into the end zone here tonight. Carlton Davis was the one who took the hit at the goal line.
They picking this team apart.
First catch of the year.
They picking the Bucs apart.
Yeah, I don't know what you do with this. They put 4 receivers to the other side, and you
knew he was running the slant.
Tight end on the other side against the cornerback. All he has to do is just get inside, and there's literally no way for Carlton Davis to come in and break it up. We've seen it with some of the great receiving tight ends over the years, and Todd Bowles has just about seen enough. I tell you, when Kansas City is on their game, I don't care who they're playing.
And ain't nothing you can do with this damn team, man.
Kansas City dressed
38-17.
They've all scored. Noah Gray has a running touchdown.
38-17.
Mahomes has been into it from the start, and he's been terrific from the start. And Brady's hole is now 21.
I bet you tomorrow morning Skip would be talking about, the defense let him down. Shoot, Tom Brady had a chance to score points. They need to go ahead and get it done.
Story time. Which one is that? Oh, okay. I got you at the end of the game. Actually, no. Probably fourth quarter. Got you at the fourth quarter. I got you. For the, I got you. But yeah, right now, Tampa trailing 38.
Oh my goodness, back is killing me. Here we go, we back.
Hello, little one. Welcome to the great unknown. Not the okay unknown or the underwhelming unknown. It's the great unknown for a reason. It's a world of endless possibilities and adventures you can't even imagine. Toyota, let's go places.
Tonight's aerial coverage is brought to you by Geico. Tampa Bay down 21 to Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, this offense, sensational evening. Spreading the ball around. Only drives they didn't score. They went for it on 4th down on their 4th drive after 8 plays. And then the 1-play drive at the end of the half. Touchback, Brady will take over at the 25, and here is Melissa.
Mike, an injury update on Buccaneers tight end Cameron Brate. He came out of the game near the end of the second quarter, came over to the sideline, had about a 2-minute conversation with the head athletic trainer and team doctor. He went back in the game. He has not played in the second half. He is in the locker room, ruled out with a concussion.
Oh,
okay, Melissa.
man.
So those are the shots from the end of the second half, the first half, second quarter.
No Cameron
Brady was
Brate.
on the sidelines, and obviously this is topic one of major interest around the NFL this week as Brady throws to Mike Evans. Evans works the sideline for 6 yards. Obviously what happened to Tua Tagovailoa last Sunday in Miami against Buffalo, and then Thursday night you were at the game in Cincinnati when Tua got hurt and taken to the hospital. And we've had many discussions. You heard talked about all day if you watch football, what would happen as protocols will adjust and change. And I think what we've seen a little bit today is, if in doubt, put the person in that look-see in the tent to make sure they're okay.
And I tell you, when we both saw Cameron Brate come off the field, we were both expecting play to be stopped by the eye in the sky, and we're going to see how he's doing, right? Yes, it was at the end of the half. It was a 2-minute situation. They don't want to get too involved, but this is a really dangerous issue for the National Football League. They need to get this exactly right.
Yeah.
And they have to take advantage of what they've learned over this past week and get better as a league.
And what they're going to continue to learn as the investigation into what happened in and around the Tagovailoa situation continues. As Brady fires
Good pass.
Evans comes up with the catch.
That's pass interference,
Flag is
too.
down as well. With the coverage from Jalen Watson, the rookie. We'll check what that flag is. Ball's cross midfield, the 49.
Pass interference. Defense number 35. Penalties declined. Result of the play, first down.
And just one last point on this issue, Chris. First, we'll watch Evans and Watson.
Yeah, there's 2 gears for Tampa's offense tonight, when they're throwing the ball to Mike Evans and when they're not. Every time they start drives by getting him the football, whether it's in the middle of the field or on the boundaries, they start to move.
32's the will. Mike's 38.
From the 49-yard line, here's Brady. Sideline shot complete to Cade Otton, who comes in as the tight end now with Brate out of the game, and that's a gain of 5. Dr. Alan Sills from the National Football League, as we look at Russell Gage coming off and limping. He was on a call that we had, and he was over in London for that Minnesota-New Orleans game, and he made the point that as this investigation goes on, we are very likely to see protocols adjusted and changed in consultation with the NFL and the Players Association. They had the things in place, they just weren't used properly. Now they're going to have better things in place, and hopefully make the game
short game.
Well, it has to pass the eye test with NFL fans.
Yes.
It just does. What we saw from Tua, he may well have had a back injury. I don't know. But it looked the way he was stumbling. That's what you see when someone is concussed. Whether it was or not, I don't know. I'm not an expert on anything. But as a fan of the game, I don't care how big a game it was. I don't care how important the player is. You have to take care of those players, and because players are trained to do one thing, and that's go back in the game. Somebody has to prevent it to get that.
Oh, that's a good play. I like that. That's a good play. That's a good play.
First down for the Buccaneers.
It's a damn good play.
At the 32-yard line here. 3 minutes left in the third. Bucs down 3 touchdowns. And Brady continuing to throw. Just 4 rushing attempts on the night. 35 pass plays.
I'll tell you, the other guy that's impressed me a little tonight is Rashad White after the opening kickoff, right? But he now is becoming that out-of-the-backfield threat as a receiver that can take some snaps off of Leonard Fournette. That guy's impressive, too. Steve Spagnuolo. Going a heck of a game out here.
Chris Jones, the push up the middle. But Brady's got time. Gets it complete to the 24-yard line, we'll call it, with White. And I think you hit it, Chris. White's got to play. Fournette had played 85% of the snaps in the first 3 games. And if you're Tampa Bay, you're thinking 17 in the regular season, a couple, they hope 3 in the playoffs. He can't play 85% of 20 games.
And Tom Brady, throughout his career, has had somebody right? Like Rachaad White, to be able to come out of the backfield and make those plays. So as you develop him this year, you just have to be patient. He's going to make mistakes. You're just going to have to live with him because he is that guy on this offense.
Brady.
Good catch.
Shoulder brought in by
Good
Cole
catch.
Keast, the rookie out of Minnesota who did very little receiving in his Minnesota career. He was a gopher for 6 years and he caught 12 balls. He looked pretty good on that one.
Travis Kelce said that was good. You did
Good
when
catch.
Keith is in the game, it's a block play, right? I mean, it just is. He's going to block.
Is he a
And
tight
watch
end
this. That was even
or
a
a
good
fullback?
push-off. Like,
Damn, he
oh,
look
man,
good doing that.
acting like a veteran. All right, they've got Evans out there, but
Oh, they going back to Evans again. They don't run his football.
this is more zone.
From the 5, Brady. Look at Evans' way, keeping it alive and throw it to the back.
Oh!
And Juan Thornhill is going to be called for a defenseless
Damn, good hit.
on Evans.
Damn, good hit.
Let's see Evans pop up. Bilvinovich.
Personal foul. Defense number 22. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
I mean, he popped him too. I know y'all heard it.
Like Evans just going to keep working.
I know
off
y'all
of
heard
this
it.
side.
Goodness
And here's
gracious.
Thornhill going to come this way and eventually pop him. Brady just now focusing
Damn,
his
he popped
attention on
you.
Evans.
You
and
heard
with
it.
good reason.
Buck
Good
off.
throw. That was dislodged.
Buck off.
Actually, he missed it before it got there.
Interesting. He did go low with the shoulder and got the head out of there. Tried to go low on that. From the 2, the inside run. And the
Oh, he's
ball is
short.
pushed
He's short.
shy of the
He's
goal
short.
line to the 1-yard line with Rachaad White. Very interesting. You just saw the replay. We have an injured Buccaneer here, and it's Chris Godwin.
Oh man, he's
Chris
stay hurt.
Godwin, who went through the
I hope
ACL
he
injury
alright.
week 15 last year. And they lost him for the rest of the year, and then injured his hamstring week 1 down there by the goal line and injured.
Yeah, he definitely down there slumped. I hope he alright. But did y'all hear that pop? Did y'all hear that? I know y'all heard that.
It's good to see Chris Godwin walk off after all the injuries he's dealt with. Here's the play blocking.
What happened?
Couldn't tell if he stepped on his own offensive lineman there, Brandon Walton, and his legs slipped out. Won't speculate from there.
Went to grab his hip right away, then walked off with the athletic training staff. They discuss with him right now. Meantime, on the field for Brady, who's without Godwin for the moment, and Cameron Brate in his second end goal at the 1 yard line. Brady's
Gotta score a
7-7
touchdown here,
passing
Brady.
on this drive. And here's
Without
Evans
question.
alone on the left. 32. He's already got 2 tonight. 318. Brady's looking for 3. Incomplete. Got those arms tied up with L'Jarius Sneed on an island in coverage.
Boy, they love L'Jarius Sneed. And you could tell they knew what was going to go on. If they were going to play man coverage, which is what Spagnuolo called, basically he dared Tom Brady to throw it to Evans over Sneed, thinking Sneed was going to win, and he did. See if he'd do it again. They are.
Where's Leonard Fournette?
I love the games within the games.
He must be hurt. Oh, touchdown.
And in for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
So the rookie out of Arizona State, who had the fumble on the opening kickoff, finally finds the end zone and tightens this to 38-23.
Pretty play that time by Shaq Mason inside the right guard. A powerful run blocker right here. Watch him get movement down the line to create that space. And you very seldom see that kind of movement. Really good by Tristan Wirfs at the tackle position, too.
Hang on to that ball, Rashad. That's your first National Football League touchdown. Ryan Suckup for the extra point. 38-24 with 44.
All right, 38-24.
Here in quarter number 3. So
Brady
Andy
still
Reid,
got him in
Patrick
there.
Mahomes back to work, trying to add to the lead. What a run it has been in Kansas City. We take a step back and appreciate it. And these two guys now, the most starts by any current quarterback and head coach duo. With Roethlisberger gone and Russell Wilson traded, this has been the longest team, and it's a darn good team. Pretty much went 4 out of every 5 times they had out their second highest by a quarterback head coach duo. If you draw a line at 60 starts, I love the point you made earlier, Chris, that Andy has taken this skill set like he did in Philadelphia with Donovan McNabb, and like he did with Alex Smith. He's got 50-plus wins with all 3 of those quarterbacks.
Crazy.
He just uses what they do and
That's
makes
crazy.
it great offense.
I mean, he has basically won 2 out of 3 games everywhere he's been with every quarterback he's been with. Now, not exactly,
Crazy,
but
man.
Darn close.
that's pretty darn close, right, to what he's been able to do. And I find it so intriguing that a guy that was an offensive lineman has trained himself to be this passing game guru, and he sees the field so well from the sideline. Now, that sounds dopey, but it's hard because you're on the same level as the field, so trying to read coverages and fronts and all, it's hard to do.
And he's still doing it, still loving it. His 24th year as a head coach, what he told us yesterday. And the fun part is what you're talking about. You stay active in it. He's not a figurehead head coach.
Who kicked it out of bounds?
In the lab, making stuff happen.
Damn,
Goes
idiot.
out of bounds.
Kicks it out of
Taking the
bounds.
Ball out to the 40-yard line. It'll be good field position for Mahomes.
Are you
Out of bounds.
serious?
Mistake by the rookie Camarda.
5. The ball in place at the 40-yard line. First down.
You kick it out of bounds.
Here's what I was talking about with Andy and the quarterbacks over the year. I give some love to my Syracuse pal, Donovan McNabb. They won 92 games, got
Oh,
to the
man,
Super Bowl in
Donovan.
Philadelphia. And the 50 with Alex Smith. And now 52 and 14 with Mahomes. Only Don Shula, 3 different starting quarterbacks, at least 50 wins.
I've never heard you talk about Syracuse.
Oh, stop it, you know? You see the AP poll, by the way? Ranked 22nd. I just thought I'd point that out to you. Do it while I can. Mahomes taking over from the 40 years. Edwards and Lair. The run for about 5 yards here.
Good
We'll
run.
see if Casey gets one more play in at the end of this
They
third
probably
quarter.
go to fourth quarter with this lead right here.
Something has to swing the momentum back, right? The momentum was swung Kansas City's way on that opening kickoff fumble. And then it was Tom Brady's fumble when he was hit by L'Jarius Sneed. And right now, this defense that has struggled needs to make one of those kind of plays to swing it back.
Chiefs scored 10 in that third quarter. Buccaneers respond with 7. And after 3 here in Tampa, it is KC 38, Tampa Bay 24. And Sunday Night Football will continue after these messages.
All right, fourth quarter. I had the wrong damn quarter up this whole damn time. That's a bad job. All right, fourth quarter. Chiefs up 38-24. 38-24. Buccaneers need to stop right now, man, or it's gonna be virtually impossible to catch up.
One of the most powerful women working at all different levels in the league, who firsthand accounts to Sirius and offers fans a unique perspective into how these women are making history. Title is Earning It. It's streaming now on Peacock. If you get a chance to check it out, please do. And speaking of that, we mentioned Lo Locust, the assistant D-line coach for the Buccaneers, Tiffany Morton, assistant athletic trainer, and Darcy Glazer-Kasowitz, the co-owners of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. She has helped lead the Buccaneers Foundation, $1 million donation to help the relief of Hurricane Ian this week. So very important women all around the National Football League. 3 highlighted there. Check out that series on Peacock to find out
They're getting Kelsey back
more of the
involved.
people who are making things happen around the league. Kelsey the catch to start the fourth quarter. It's a first down
Getting
for Kansas
Kelsey
City.
back involved.
Take a look at Patrick Mahomes.
Stepped on?
Yep, stepped on his foot. Anytime he even remotely limps, we're going to give you 7 replays.
Play action.
For midfield comes the pressure, and Mahomes will go down. Mike Edwards coming off the corner with the blitz. Had a great game against the run last week against Green Bay.
Mahomes ain't see
pass
that?
rusher and impact here.
And that's Noah Gray. He's going to be on the outside. Sees it late. A little too late. He tried to flip around and probably was screaming, Patrick, Patrick, Patrick. But to no avail. So both quarterbacks, at least once in this game,
It's a bad job.
hit off the edge.
But here you go, Chris, what you were talking about. Tampa gets a sack.
That's their first sack.
Gets the Buccaneers second and long. Going to force the issue here, down 14. Mahomes.
He about to launch
the
it.
pocket. No receiver on this side. It's all him. He'll get towards the 45-yard line. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka running him down.
It's just a problem. If you lack discipline in your pass rush, which the Bucs did there, they did not have the contain on the edge. So they've been running some of these stunts back to the inside to try and get after Mahomes. But he's seen it every time, and he just takes advantage and gets out on the edge.
What a night of third down conversions.
3rd and 4.
Here's another one, 3rd and 4. Gives him a look at what the defense is doing. They rush 3, and Mahomes.
Oh my goodness, man. This bull Kelsey is different.
Terrific stuff from one of the best, Travis Kelce.
Damn, this bull Kelsey is different.
These guys are a little too good, to be honest with you. This is a perfect throw, right off the back shoulder, right off the ground, basically saying, get down. Do not let Mike Edwards come over and hit you, but you have to make a great catch. And there aren't many greater catchers of the ball than that guy.
9 tonight. Been targeted 11 times. Go on, Eddie. 22 here is Pacheco.
Good run.
About 6. I loved our visit with Travis Kelce yesterday. We talked about Jason. We'll see in a couple of weeks. We have Dallas and Philly, Philadelphia continuing its run. Jason's 35 next month. Travis in his mid-30s. They've got a podcast together, the two brothers, and man, are they entertaining.
Yeah, you'd have to spend a little time with either one of them to fully understand what that podcast might be together.
It's called New Heights. The two guys are from Cleveland Heights. 2nd and 4. Mahomes the inside give. It'll be a couple of yards here for Pacheco. So Jason with the Eagles played against Jacksonville and his old coach, Doug Peterson, here today. So at the end of the game, guys exchanged jerseys. They exchanged jackets. He asked Doug Peterson for the jacket he was wearing in the rain to take it. A thank you to the coach who won the Super Bowl with him. We're talking about Jason and Philly.
I tell you, Jason Kelce and the speech that he gave after they won the Super Bowl up there, oh my goodness.
Quite a pair. Mahomes trying to get the right personnel in there. They're struggling to do that. The play clock's at 10. Andy Reid's going to walk down and say, let's not make a mistake down here. He's going to call a timeout, and they'll get it. There's Andy Reid, who had walked up to the top there, was asking for the timeout as they were trying to get the personnel straightened out before 3rd down.
All right, let's take a look at the Walmart Plus 4K Sky Cam. We love going inside the game like this. Take a look at this offensive line redone after the Super Bowl. There's Orlando Brown. Got Joe Tooney and Creed Humphrey. Fantastic pair on the left side. Trey Smith, Andrew Wiley on the right side. And these guys have just made a difference. I know they came into the game with just 2 sacks on the season, but tonight what has impressed me was the way that they have been run blocking. When Andy Reid makes a statement in one of our meetings like, I think our offensive line could play a little better, that means he has been on them all week in a way you could only imagine, and they've responded. They've really responded tonight. Had a great game.
We've talked a lot about adding on the offensive line, how they reworked that, the youth on the defense. Brett Veach, the general manager, has done a really good job. You've got Mahomes, you're paying him a whole bunch of money. How do you surround him? 3rd and 2. And Mahomes looking for the crossers, throws it in the
you got to catch the ball.
To get it to Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Buccaneers defense.
You got to catch the ball.
So the stop there and a field goal attempt is next.
I don't know what Patrick Mahomes was expecting out of Travis Kelce, but as soon as this play was over, I thought he was going to walk down and sort of yell at Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He didn't. He went right to Travis Kelce.
He did something wrong.
Maybe the fact that he came back.
Yeah, he did something wrong.
Got in the way of the I don't have no idea.
Matthew Wright, good for 44. This for 32. High snap. Good job done by Tommy Townsend, the punter.
All right, it's a 3-score game again.
And the lead is 17. They scored 41 points. It's been a great night.
Discover sound.
Let's turn that off. We don't need no foolishness going on with that. Let me see here. What's going on with this one? Nope. All right, chat. Fourth quarter, man. Fourth quarter. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. 41-24. Chiefs over the Buccaneers. It's definitely been a long, long day. I'll tell you. It's been a long day. Sometimes in these streams, man, you just hope that the game just hurry up and just be over with. How long your daggone days be? Especially when you got to go back to work first thing tomorrow.
Thursday night, Ravens blew the big lead against Buffalo, so they are tied atop the AFC
Bengals,
North.
Ravens. That's going to be a banger.
Sunday night, 7 Eastern on NBC and Peacock. And you have the Sunday night 7 picks on the free-to-play NBC Sports Predictor app. Your chance at a guaranteed $100,000 cash prize. Touchback there, Melissa here.
Mike, on the Bucs' last drive, you saw wide receiver Chris Godwin stay down. He was helped off the field, evaluated by the team doctor for neck and upper body strength. They watched the replay on the monitor. He is going back in the game right now. Remember, this is his first game back since suffering that hamstring injury week 1.
He just broke up, man. He needed a year off.
In our Sunday night openers, he came back and really amazed folks. Really didn't have any contact in practice coming off the ACL that he tore on week 15 of last season. But made it back for the opener. And here he is back in the lineup. On the pass,
I mean, he running screens as soon as he get back in the damn game.
The busy Legarius Sneed gets his name called again.
All right, Buccaneers down 3 scores.
Up offense, and the most effective they've been when they've seen this too deep look is with Mike Evans right down the middle of the field. That's when they've been able to create some big plays.
The 31, Brady, sideline. That is the tight end, Kate Otten.
Who?
Take it across the 40 to the 43-yard line. So Otten more in the pass game. A flag down. This is back near the line of scrimmage.
Offside. Defense number 55. Penalty decline. Result of the play. First down.
It's on Frank Clark, one Michigan man trying to get to another.
Yep.
Brady's diploma is only 15 years older than Clark's. 43.
That's holding.
Leonard Fournette out of the backfield.
I thought Leonard Fournette might have been hurt.
Fournette obviously very little in the passing game, in the running game, after the big hole that the Buccaneers have been trying to dig out of. Just 4 receptions, 35 yards tonight.
32, Linda. Alabama. We need team.
44, Fournette again in the open field. That is not an easy man to break down. Legarius Sneed does it with a good tackle. Third down coming.
Legarius Sneed has just had a night. I mean, he's a really good player anyway. He's somebody that Steve Spagnuolo just loves, that he helped find, and he just has been producing all night long.
Bring in one extra. Brady throws complete to Russell Gage with a flag down.
That's offensive pass interference.
That's the mark of the 47-yard line. This will be offensive pass interference, I think.
If they call this offensive pass interference,
yeah,
they definitely gonna call it offensive pass interference.
Is this the receiver in you talking? Or?
Well, I mean,
yeah, it is.
You have the right to run a route, right? I mean, and he broke to the out.
Pass interference. Offense number 14. 10-yard penalty.
Godwin.
Repeat third down.
Because he hurt.
I mean, there was definitely a collision. It's going to come out
Oh,
here.
yeah, Chris, that's it. What you talking about?
But he's trying to get out of the way. All right. Terry will tell me why I'm wrong.
Go ahead, Terry McCauley.
He may be trying to get out of the way, Chris, but he doesn't.
Yeah, how about that?
Drives right into them.
He tried, but he don't.
Defender. I believe this was a correct call for offensive passing.
Brady escaping on 3rd and 16 and firing.
Little ass duck.
Caught by Godwin.
Holding.
37-yard line.
Coming back.
Flag is down back by where Brady got free.
Holding.
Offense number 67.
They getting lazy.
Repeat third down.
They getting lazy.
On the left guard, the rookie Luke Goedeke.
They getting lazy.
It's tough. We were talking about it all the time. You've got Chris Jones, and nobody else has been able to block him. He and Aaron Donald and Chris Jones have the same
He had
number of
to.
pressures this year to give you some idea of
That was a terrible
what kind of
pass.
level of play he has. And you can see the grab right there.
So it's going to set up third and a quarter of the field, +1.
3rd and 26.
For Tampa, down 17.
Go ahead and run the draw play.
And under 9 left in this one.
Run the draw play. We'll
Brady
put
just
Strain
throw it
Scotty
to
Miller.
Cole Beasley.
Little Beasley.
Gain about 5 yards. Sean Wharton
Game
came off
over.
the D-line to make that stop. Couldn't catch and run, and
This game is over.
Brady's having a chat with Bill Vinovich, the referee, on the way off the field.
He'll be out here cussing at the damn referees.
Yeah, you're playing the Kansas City Chiefs. You've got to be more perfect than that. Yeah, obviously, 2 penalties and 1 drive, and that's that.
Jake Camarda will kick it. Sky Moore. Rookie to rookie. On this punt. "46 yards taken by Moore at the 22, and he'll return it 13 to the 35-yard line. It has not been Tom Brady's night. Kansas City's defense.
All right, Kansas City
Very difficult.
over Tampa Bay, 41-24. What was it? 8 minutes left. 3-possession game. Kansas City gonna probably just go ahead and just run the daggone clock out, man. It's definitely been a real entertaining game, but you know, they depending on how this drive goes, Stream, this might be our last. This might be our last drive, to be honest with you. This definitely might be our last drive.
Next Gen Stats, powered by the brilliant people at AWS. They are all over Travis Kelce tonight because not only has he been making the catches, but it is the runs after the catch. And that ability is what has made him unique. You have the expected yards after the catch, and then you have the Kelce yards after the catch, and those are quite different.
It's impressive when you start to figure that. What is he supposed to do? What does he do above what he's supposed to do? In other words, he's darn good.
Good run.
He'll take it for
They're going to just milk the clock.
He's got a touchdown on the ground, part of his 12-carry, 72-yard night. He also caught the highlight of the night, the Mahomes roll and flip in the back of the end zone. This Kansas City team up 17 on a Tampa team that, you know, if you think about it, we're a quarter of the way into the season. They haven't looked great at any point. Defense looked good early on. The offense Had a lot of different injuries and things going on.
We're good. 4-5.
Offense has been the best it's been this year tonight. And the defense has been Mahomes.
Good run.
Edwards-Helaire.
Good run.
45-yard line. Yeah, Todd Bowles' defense has been great the first 3 games. 27 points allowed, but this is the most points since he has been the DC, the defensive coordinator, when Bruce Arians was the head coach, or now here in his first 4 games as the Buccaneers head coach.
He's not the first one to have a perfect game ruined by what they do in Kansas City. And Bruce Arians, he understands all too well that it's no risk it, no biscuit when you play these guys. You better be ready to put up 45 yourself.
Bruce now a senior assistant here on this team, around them on a daily basis, run by Edwards-Helaire. Bruce's name was supposed to go up in the Ring of Honor tonight, but with the hurricane and the uncertainty earlier in the week, they decided to postpone that for later on during the home schedule.
This probably was best.
And that is the spot where it will go. Our colleague Tony Dungy's name up there as well. The opposite side.
Bruce has time now. He'll wait.
He does.
He's having a good time. Talked to him before the game. He's enjoying life.
Second and 7. And it'll be thrown out to the side for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Fighting for yards, gain of 3 around midfield. As Levante David makes the stop, and the Chiefs will milk all the time and get it down to 5 minutes before the next one.
You know, none of us knew what was going to happen when Tyreek left, right? Nobody knew. And if I had to evaluate it, I would say that Andy leaned hard on this offensive line. They played great up front. I think Joe Tooney's had a fantastic game out here tonight. We've seen Marquez Valdez-Scantling make plays. We're starting to see Juju make plays. And Pacheco. Those are the guys now that are starting to pick it up.
Midfield, pressure picked up. Mahomes throwing.
You don't throw no damn interception, Patrick.
Across the field. And on the return,
What the hell is you doing, Patrick?
Played almost no defense in the first 3 games with a nice return here. Has it out of bounds around the 30-yard line. So Murphy Bunting.
Come on, Patrick.
Part of this defense a couple of years ago.
What the hell was that?
Including the Super Bowl. Limited defensive snaps coming into this one.
He got careless.
Comes up with the pick and gives the Bucs a flicker with 4:42 to go.
All right, so Buccaneers with the interception, ill-advised pass by Patrick Mahomes. So we'll see what the Buccaneers can do with this drive. See if they can put something on the board.
Timeouts.
All right,
Buccaneers
we
lead ball
back.
3 times. Here's the pick.
What Andy Reid loves to do is to get all 5 receivers on this side of the field. And that's great, except you have nobody to influence that backside corner here. So basically, they're running right into him, and there's nobody there to influence him. Generally, you want to clear him out and then run behind.
From the 34, it's Fournette on the screen. Robert Hainsey leading the way.
Good run.
And the center, Notre Dame offensive lineman, who's in there after they lost Ryan Jensen early in the year, helped clear the path for Fournette to pick up a first down.
Yeah, it really has been a good night, not a great night for the Bucs on offense. They just are not used to getting beat like this on defense.
21, Brady hesitates and that nobody opens, so gets rid of it towards Russell Gage. We had talked about it in the opener, the shield right in front of Brady. The 2 guards in the center, different cast this year. One, a guy he knows, but 2 new players here in the league.
Yeah, they are, but I also know what Tom Brady's going to do to him by week 16.
Here he is over the middle, complete to Evans to the 12-yard line. He'll have him ready.
Yeah.
3rd down.
And they should win the division, right? Short of something really strange happening.
Lose tonight, and they'll be tied with Atlanta at 2-2. Here is Brady to Godwin to the 5-yard line, 3:45 to go. And the Bucs in express mode. 32. Here we go. Brady looking Fournette's way at the goal line. Fournette is in for the touchdown. 41.
Patrick just do that. I always tell Patrick is doing.
Got it done quick. 3.5 left. 3 timeouts. Still a chance.
I don't know what Patrick was doing.
So influence, right? Here comes the motion. Going to try and influence that guy so that Fournette can come back, run right at Brian Cook, and then just stop and turn around and power into the end zone. So again, it's not always the big things that make this offense work. Sometimes it's just somebody to deflect attention away from his intended target.
Ryan Suckup, point number 70.
41-31. Chiefs over the Bucs.
Will there be more with 3.5 to go?
Tom Brady with another touchdown pass. So if the game should be over, if the game should be over if Patrick managed the clock right. Excuse me. I don't know what that damn interception was all about, but this one should be over.
Kicks were successful 16% of the time, 9 out of 56. Thus far this year, it's 1 out of 15 or 6%. The Jets got Cleveland in their comeback. You don't have to onside kick it. 10-point game, 3 timeouts, and the 2-minute warning at 3:30 left.
There's a lot of space on that field to bounce it around, too, if you wanted to.
Jake Camarda is going to pop it all the way. The Chiefs had 10 closer to the kickoff spot. They'll just go for the touchback and take it over from the 25. So remember, Super Bowl 55.
All right, Buck Chiefs up by 10,
Brady,
3:30
and the
left.
post-game handshake.
You're a legend, man. Congrats, man. You're a legend. You're amazing, man.
Yeah, let's keep in touch.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Chris, that kind of gave you a good feeling for the respect going each way as these guys have gotten to meet multiple times now.
I can tell you twice over how painful it is to lose a Super Bowl. And for him to be that gracious after that game, walk up, acknowledge what was true, which is the greatness of Tom Brady, I just think it says a lot about Patrick Mahomes.
Got to stop him here. Edwards-Helaire run of 8 yards, and the clock continues to run at 3:20 to go. And when we talk to Patrick, it's, of course, they all admire the quarterbacks of his generation, the longevity of Brady, what he's done physically at 45. But I thought what was interesting was he said, I admire the way Tom Brady has become a businessman, how he's handled the business stuff, and even almost let his hair down a little bit, social media and other stuff late in his career.
And how he relates to his own teammates in the locker room.
Right.
Think about being a 45-year-old man and dealing with kids 22, 23, and 24 years old. I've been around some veteran quarterbacks, and they all talk about how hard that is.
Edwards-Helaire is stopped. They got to take a timeout here. They manage the clock at 2:41, and they will, with 3rd and very short, trying to stop it, get the ball back in Brady's hands with a little bit of time left.
And the other thing that Patrick said, he goes, Tom's pretty open. We have good conversations.
Right.
But when he finally retires, I'm going to ask him for the real secrets. He's nice, he's gracious, but I'm going back at some point. And I'm going,
gold.
All right, now we're not competing against each other. Give me the good stuff now.
It's been a neat part of watching these two guys get to know
All right,
each other
3rd and 1.
through the various years. And Tom Brady just said, hey, I'm a fan of Mahomes and the unique way he plays the quarterback position. And you think about the quarterbacks of the Mahomes generation, and Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, and Mahomes, as you said, the most successful of the generation because he's won a Super Bowl title and an MVP. They all do it in unique ways. A fun time in football right now. Trying to get this first down, and Edwards-Helaire will behind the Kansas City offensive line, which has been very good here tonight. And that running attempt will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, one of my MVPs again there. I thought Joe Tooney, they went right behind him when they had to have one, and he got it done. They paid a lot of money for a guard, and some people went, really? And he has lived up to it.
Chiefs are going to move to 3-1 as they take it to the 2-minute warning here. And they will have Las Vegas next Monday night. And Patrick Mahomes will try his arm out against the Raiders. Talking about the beautiful mind, there's the beautiful arm to go with it. And what he has done, we mentioned getting to 20,000 yards faster, 4 games faster than Matthew Stafford. So extrapolate it out. He's averaging over 300 yards a game. If you take that out for 218 more games, he'll catch Brady when he's 39 in 2034.
39.
That's what we got here tonight. You really did. You got a glimpse of, I think, a little more polished out of the Kansas City Chiefs, but this was a Buccaneers offense that had been really struggling. They had not had their receivers together since the first quarter of opening day, and especially when Brady and Evans started getting it going. Now it's if they can just keep those guys in play. Juju has made a difference for Kansas City, but if Chris Godwin can get healthy out here, they could really use Julio Jones to get back on track and get healthy again. But it's going to be They're gonna be good. They're gonna be hard to beat. But tonight they got beat by a better team.
The plan on paper, we haven't really seen together on the field, both sides of the ball. That old complete game. Edwards-Helaire's got to protect the ball and stay in bounds. Force Todd Bowles to use those timeouts. He does here. 41-yard line. So Kansas City, as I mentioned, will get Las Vegas next Monday night, and then a matchup with the Buffalo Bills.
They play Monday night.
Out to San Francisco, and then they'll get their bye week, and we'll see them against Tennessee. And who knows who's going to deal with what in the AFC South.
Damn, they play 3 times with Sunday Night Football?
It's crazy, isn't it? Like the NFC East all of a sudden is the powerhouse.
Right.
Like go figure. Everybody thought the AFC was going to be this dominant force all year. And who knows what it'll end up being. I did enjoy the conversation with Todd Bowles about Andy Reid, and he said, he's the nicest guy in the world. He smiles at you, then he rips your throat out on the field.
Second and
come
5.
over and good job.
Come on, you don't run backwards.
There, and the final timeout taken by Tampa and Todd Bowles, who did work for Andy Reid for one season in 2012. And here's what they have coming up. They do not have
Steelers, Panthers.
A team that's off to a great start, to put it nicely, over the next 3 games. And then they'll have the Ravens, Rams, and Seahawks before their bye. A lot of the league with similar records at this point.
And we also know that the league likes putting the best against the best early on that schedule and create some early interest. And for these top-end teams, sometimes the schedule gets a little more back to normal as you hit October.
Well, Bill Belichick is always fond of talking about that first quarter of the season. You try to figure out not just who your team is, but what the league is. Do you know what the league is right now?
No. So far, it's this, if I had to say a signature, the soft shell, don't give up the big plays.
The defense, the back end.
That is the most consistent thing I'm seeing now.
3rd down. Buccaneers out of timeouts. Edwards-Helaire turns the corner, gets the first down, and that will do it.
Oh, my God.
Holding.
So won't do it.
Offense number 88. 10-yard penalty. Keep 3rd down.
And that stops the clock. Penalty here towards the end in the final 5 of the 4th quarter with 1:41 to go.
Kind of interesting here, right? I mean, that's
you don't
score, because you could always go down, play for a quick field goal, and then try an onside and see if you can get a Hail Mary.
How?
So
how was that holding?
Completely over.
3rd and 17. You run the damn ball, man.
The Chiefs run the ball and manage the clock to the maximum. Bucs won't see it until they're about 55 seconds or so. Then Isaiah Pacheco will run.
Damn, he runs hard.
Stay in bounds, keep the pile moving, and they'll stop it at 1:33. Means the Chiefs can run it down to 53, take a timeout to maximize it, and then we might actually see Tommy Townsend punt the ball tonight, which we have not seen tonight.
Yeah, it's been a terrific night up front for Kansas City. I think Andy Reid's going to be much, much happier. This is a tremendous defensive line in Tampa, and yet it has been the offensive line of the Chiefs that has won. Now, we also have the possibility of a massive rush coming here, because if you could block one, you could line up immediately, kick the field goal, and see what happens from there.
Andy Reid manages the clock perfectly, takes all the time, takes a timeout before Tommy Townsend punts. He's been a terrific punter this season. A reminder, next Sunday night, we talk about all these teams trying to sort it out through the first quarter. We talk about the young quarterbacks who we love. Can't wait to watch them. Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson. Bengals and Ravens football night get you going at 7 Eastern. We told you the Sunday night $700,000 guarantee. You play for free on the app. Strange game. We both watched it. The Ravens today up big on Buffalo, and then a huge comeback with Josh Allen and the Bills to get the win in the rain in Charm City.
See what kind of pressure we get here.
Tommy Townsend, second in the league, averaging 55 a kick.
And that jump was low.
Just hangs that way up. Nothing for Jalen Darden to do to make the fair catch.
Nice. Good punt.
At the
Right
21-yard line. So 45 seconds, no timeouts. Brady back on the field.
So nobody ever does what I think I would do in this situation,
Kick a
which
field
is
goal.
throw a Hail Mary.
Right now.
Yeah. Because in order to have a chance to win the game, you have to get it down in field goal range, make a field goal, convert the onside kick, which still doesn't put you in range, right? So my feeling is always, who are we kidding? We've got to hit one big play, and while we still have time to run down the field and spike the ball, whatever.
So on first down from 20, you would do it just as far as you could.
You would.
Interesting. Because this takes 18 seconds.
Right?
Kate Otten.
Because there's more than this drive where you have to accomplish something.
Final 30 seconds. Brady launching deep, got hit, looking for a flag downfield or a catch, and gets neither as
21 seconds.
Fenton is down there with 21 seconds to go. But he's got your idea in mind there. Just get down as far as you can, get something.
I mean, let's be realistic. If they hit another play in the middle of the field there, it's basically over at that point. So, quick shot.
Or to your point, if you got PI, defensive pass interference right there, you could come out and immediately try a field goal of 49 yards.
I do a lot of deep thinking on this stuff.
Dude. Mike Evans will start flipping it back to Rashad White. We'll go out of bounds to 45.
12 seconds.
Seconds remaining. But you know what? When we get to go to practices, one of the best practices on Fridays, the ones that throw in situational stuff.
Oh, they
like
all
that,
do that,
right?
Yeah, they all do that.
You wonder where you're coming up with these ideas.
They do, and they decide games.
Brady up to 366 yards passing. Final 12. Chiefs fans who are on hand being heard from. White, they say he's out of bounds there with 7 seconds to go. Be interesting to hear the mood around this Buccaneers team because the defense had been carrying the day. The offense got a little more aggressive because of the game situation. Try to find some rhythm. Without the tight end, Cameron right here in the second half in a big hole. Throw underneath, caught by Gage, pitch it back to Godwin.
That's it.
That will do it.
That's
the
it.
Kansas City Chiefs come to the place where Tampa beat them in Super Bowl 50, and Patrick Mahomes has an outstanding game in the victory.
Good luck.
Great. Keep it up.
Yes, sir.
Just the 5th time Tom Brady has scored 31 in a game and lost. There's Todd Bowles. With all the respect he has for Andy Reid, the year he worked with him in Philadelphia in 2012. Chiefs are 3-1. The Bucs are 2-2. 41-31 Kansas City. The Sunday Night Football postgame is moments away. But first, these messages from your local.
All right, so that's it, man. That's it. Kansas City Chiefs defeat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 41-31. Tampa Bay defense did not show up today. You know, Chiefs showed out. Patrick Mahomes was damn near flawless besides that last interception at the end, but they came to play, man. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. You know, long Sundays, man, but they be good football Sundays. So like the video, subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow for the Monday night game. Matter of fact, before I log out, let me find out who actually play tomorrow. Let's see here. Yeah, who play tomorrow? Let's see who plays tomorrow. Who play tomorrow? Oh, Rams and Niners. So another divisional game Monday night. Should definitely be a banger. So we'll be live for that. We'll be going live at 8:10 tomorrow. So definitely come join us, hang out with us. But other than that, man, you know, definitely appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Like I said, all the support you guys show me is definitely appreciated. So yeah, man, definitely look forward to, you know, hanging out with you guys tomorrow. But Until then, I'll talk to you guys then.